Yeah.
I forgot we called
for
you.
him.
Right. Because of this gambling thing, the elf was putting up his bow, but Matt had to put up something also.
And we're going to use his hammer, but he's like...
No, fuck
Oh,
all.
we were using his hammer.
No, you weren't.
That's what it ended up being.
Right? And then, was it Pavarotti? He isn't necessarily hurting the sick son.
Okay.
He's like, he keeps talking about chi, but really it's just like teas and smoke and stuff. I don't know. Something. He's not killing him. He's just being weird. But I think you got...
I'm going to have a chi party with them.
You're going to have a chi
Yes.
party with him.
At, what is it? The sex gorge?
The flesh pit.
The Sex Gorge. Oh, dear. Yep, that's the new hard rock band from the
Sex
80s.
gorge.
Flesh pit, Sex Gorge. That's alright.
I'm not saying anything. You just keep
That's
running.
Yep,
What else was there?
we're all getting older.
You tried to talk to the Graf,
Mm-hmm.
He did.
and the Graf was like, "Shut up, nobody cares," or something.
The graph was
Can't
too
remember.
sad.
He was too
Yeah,
sad.
he was sad.
He was a Debbie Downer.
And then you tried to oust old Purple Lady, and
Oh
the
yeah.
elf didn't care. He's like, "Oh no, she's royalty," and you're like, "Yeah, but she's not an elf," and you're trying really hard though.
Yeah, and then she gave me his dog collar
Yeah.
and told me something. I don't remember something about.
Know who you're doing deals with, because you might want to remove him from the picture.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Yeah. I got you covered. I'll do it. You what?
Carlton will help.
Whatever you need, man. I'll pick him up. Put him in front of the arrow.
Yes, actually, please do that.
I'll pick him up like Titanic. Dunk, dunk.
Target practice. I'll help. Move.
I think that's everything, right? They're note taker.
Well, what's this purple lady?
I also
Is the
have-
lady purple or is she just dressed
no,
in
no, no.
purple?
No, it's the
Yes.
Heinfeld.
Heinfeld. It's
Yeah.
it's his.
Okay.
His,
I also have something written down.
Forever now known as the Purple Lady.
I have something written down about Ben's orphan Anne was drowned by taken by the drowned rat people. They're not happy, and Carl the orphan also knows this. Don't know I have that written down. But
Yeah, were you here when they infiltrated the drowned rat?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think I was here when they infiltrated the drowned rat.
Okay. Well, Matt and Ben and Ben's orphan friends decided to infiltrate the drowned rat by sending in Orphan Anne to distract the drowned rats
Oh,
by having her go in and steal something shiny to get their distraction while Matt and Ben would sneak into the basement where the Sons of Ulrich were.
We didn't choose Anne, the orphan.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
So,
They chose their
or
sacrifice.
Anne got caught and got kicked out of the bar. Meanwhile, they went ahead and did their things, and Ben ended up murdering several of the Sons of Ulrich. And then the group left. The next day, Carl informed you that Anne had been kidnapped, and you guys determined that the drowned rats apparently had murdered her in retribution.
yeah. I also have wrote down that you killed some dude, and now people are mad at you. So
no,
Just
not a
killing
dude.
people now?
Not a
He killed
dude.
her.
He killed the girl.
The
That's
little girl.
Yeah. The
Yes,
drowned rat.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, they kidnapped her. That was the other, I guess I glossed over that. As part of his
Just a small
ceremony
detail.
that following day,
Well,
they
I mean,
had
he wouldn't have known about it.
right. You wouldn't have known about it. As a group, the following day, he went back for another meeting of the Sons of Ulrich, and they said, "Everybody that's here, welcome. We're trying to promote you to the next level to earn to have your trust and so forth. And anybody who's willing to take that step forward." He stepped forward, and the challenge was, here's a hooded orphan and a hammer. And he had the choice of either strike and kill her or let her go or something else, and opted to kill her. And it was later that they then found out that Anne had been killed, and that's who it was.
so now it's all coming together. Okay.
Yeah.
We
I
just
have
did,
very patchy notes here.
we
Yeah.
don't necessarily know that that's how she died.
Right. The group doesn't know that. He obviously has some
Oh, do we
connections.
have the body?
No.
Can we rip her soul out, please? We could speak to the dead.
We can't.
I don't think any of you
there.
can speak to the
Let's
dead.
do it.
Certainly not in the middle of the court.
You see, Thad's currently off doing something else. We could easily like form a group to go get the body.
Convert to Ulrich and go join.
Except to find out where they put the body is the problem.
No, they told you.
Probably off the cliff.
Yeah, they threw her off the cliff.
Yeah,
But
there
we'll
you go.
find it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, amongst all the other ones.
We're yell for Milton to find it. for
So
us.
yeah, it was a dire question later on as they started piecing together the piece that this person that he had killed was the orphan that the group had brought in there. So
Wait, so we know about it now, or do we not?
he knows about it.
Okay.
He knows that Anne is dead and the drowned rats killed her.
Okay.
He knows he killed somebody who was innocent willingly. Okay, in order to get in better with the Sons of Ulrich.
Okay.
And those two, at least he could probably make the connection, but hasn't necessarily shared it with everybody.
I've offered for those.
Those are
ones
pretty
here.
good.
For the best name for sale.
Okay.
Those ones here. Not knowing
I
here.
was not expecting salt and vinegar.
Cheddar, everything. Yep.
I love salt and vinegar, but man, that is not something
cheddar on
just
there.
eat unexpected.
It's just barbecue. I put cheese on it.
So what's our plan as a group? I guess.
Die.
Survive.
Okay,
No.
I want to get
See, our plans are mixed.
I want to get an audience with the graph
Thought we already did
and
that.
find out. I think there's some fell influence on the graph.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah, he
I want to
said-
find out
it's the
what the
physician.
yeah, well maybe, but I want to find out what the deal is with his son, right? If we can make his son healthy, maybe we can get the graph out of his funk, right? And his wife died unexpectedly, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe we can find the cause of the wife's dying unexpectedly and bring her killers to justice. All of this to stop the potential, well, the blooming war between Altdorf and Midnight,
Remember, hey,
right? So the ultimate goal is to stop the death of lots and lots of people because the graph is sad. And he's not letting he's letting his court
advisors.
yeah, his court run roughshod with his kingdom, potentially causing a conflict that they're going to profit from, but a lot of innocent people are going to die from.
I think saving the graph and everything and making them happy is a noble-ish cause. But the person that's possessed, right, is saying that he wants taxes, right?
Right.
So if we figure out how to stop him from being possessed, maybe he verts no taxes, and then there's no taxes, no war.
Exactly. It's all interconnected.
Well, yeah, so we should investigate that count instead of trying to go to the graph.
You could just burn it all down.
Okay, the one that is possessed, not possessed, he's hypnotized.
Okay.
And that is Dieter Schmiedehammer, the Graph's champion.
Oh.
So everything you said was wrong.
Okay.
No,
I wasn't here.
the concept was valid. I mean,
But it,
logically speaking, if the champion has been hypnotized to be supportive of the taxes, then there's got to be a reason for that.
Right.
Okay,
And
and
the question is, what else is he doing under the hypnotization? If maybe people are
it really was.
opposing the taxation, maybe he's being used as a strong arm to go strong arm people into believing or just getting out of the way.
So, in 100% honesty, my goal of going and meeting the physician at
To get
the
laid?
place, no, is to assassinate him.
Yes.
The what's his
that-
name?
Luigi,
That
Luigi.
is a terrible idea.
How come help you?
No,
your
no,
friend.
that is a bad idea. Because you kill one part of the court, the rest of them are going to go.
And give you some drugs.
Oh,
Awesome.
oh, drunk.
I just stick him in my pocket.
Now, again,
later.
note he hasn't specified which one of the two they are.
Oh, that's fine. We'll just see what happens.
It could be speed or it could be mushrooms. You don't know.
This could be help or hinder.
Oh, help you?
I don't feel guilty at all because you took only one and it was the right drug, right?
Yes, he got completely lucky.
Yep.
I'm just telling you what.
Had
my
you taken the wrong one, that would have sort of made up for Carlton.
It would have been four giant.
We'll see what problems we can resolve.
Why do you want to assassinate him besides the fact that he's a lecherous tool?
Because
Yes.
if you just kill the protagonist, then we can go somewhere else. And obviously, Luigi Pavarotti
Antagonist.
is the antagonist.
Well, that really makes you wonder what his perspective is. Are we the bad guys?
I was thinking exactly. It's like
When it comes in,
Go kill the hero and then we can move on.
You can go the hero, the rest of us can win. We can kill
I'll
him.
take some and give him some.
so the
I don't know. Your guys' recaps are far better than mine. It's far more entertaining.
We're just making up shit now. There was a bear. I don't know what happened. So I don't know. I didn't get to check and see how much you knew about hypnotism, but like what we can do to either stop it or counteract it, or if it's permanent, or
do you want me to do a check?
I will need you to do a check.
Whoa.
How do you whisper to people again without doing the /W thing?
Type the @
Oh,
symbol,
that's right.
and then it will pop a name, a list of names. You can click their name and whisper it directly to
Oh, I
them.
can't speak Wasteland anymore? Really?
Okay. So, okay. It is.
What's the number you need to go to level 4? Like how much training? Is it like is it 15 or 20?
Oh, I think it's 20.
Okay.
20 and 8. 8 skills and your 5 stats.
I
Okay.
no longer meet the prerequisites for one of my
Tier
skills.
3 is 10, so it should
What do
be
you
15.
mean? Okay.
Yeah, no, he's right. It's 15.
I think one of my skills requires a certain amount of
Yeah, he's right. It's 15.
fellowship. I don't have that fellowship.
level
A
3.
skill does not require a minimum level. No skills ever do. Because your skill adds to your fellowship.
Oh, okay.
Okay? If you have a talent, you may no longer meet the
Yeah, I just did a
requirements.
second level
Okay?
bonus thing, it's
In
fine.
that case, you cannot use that talent until you meet the requirements.
10,
Okay.
and level 3 is 15.
Okay, so to answer your question, how hypnotism works as far as the game. Hypnotism is a specialist restricted skill.
Okay.
It's not available for anybody generally to use. Any medical knowledge you have, medical lore, will let you know about the basic practices of it. But you need to have somebody who actually has true skill in it to be able to do anything along those lines. You've heard of hypnotism just like most of us have. You have maybe a little bit more detail and information on it, but you don't know how to hypnotize people or get any real effects out of it.
Is it usually considered witchcraft?
No,
Okay.
has no magical qualities. It can be influenced by magic, obviously. There's ways to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
By the description I got, I took it to be more of like a magical hypnotism.
No, this is a physical hypnotism
Oh,
sort of
physical,
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like with a little
Well, that's a different image to what I had.
Yeah, I mean, there are certainly spells that would do the same sort of thing, or charms or whatever. That would be definitely a magical influence, and you'd have certainly a lot more knowledge about those as far as spells. But no, the indications you have is he's showing signs of being physically hypnotized, which is like when you go to a magic show and they supposedly hypnotize you and make you do things like quack like a duck, and then make you forget the fact that you've done so. Okay? You don't have the skills, although you've heard of people who can.
He appears
Have we figured?
to be hypnotized.
No.
Have we figured out who
That's all I
even
know.
is the
Great.
Okay.
quote unquote
Who
brother
would-
of the person in
Me.
people's?
Who would be the most likely candidate to have done it to him?
Well, he's been at the champion fights most of the time.
The apprentice of the wizard.
His girlfriend.
It's not magic.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's more physical, right?
Yeah,
So-
it's a physical thing that somebody has
Yeah.
influenced him.
It's got to be something.
So
I would put it to the lady of the Red Moon Tavern.
right from your
She's been
from
shown
your
to be able
standpoint,
to-
it would typically take some sort of relaxed situation and at least a few minutes worth of interaction to put him in a calm focus state. Okay. From there, hypnotism can be used to either have the subject answer questions based on the best of their knowledge, and or put in post-hypnotic suggestions. Okay, it's not to the level of, like, I think you were theorizing, charming him to make him go out and kill people or
Right.
beat people up. That he might have a thought that, yeah, this is wrong or this is right, but it's not puppeting the person at that level. Okay,
Does it need to be like renewed usually?
no,
Okay.
And
that's,
this is
that's one of the
he-
differences.
And it only seems to happen when he's been asked about taxes. He gives a monotone robotic
Correct.
response.
Okay.
Correct.
so-
The feedback
okay.
you guys have gotten
This is-
interacting with him is every time you ask him about taxes, he
Taxes,
takes a very basic tone and repeats the same phrases.
Did he behave the same way when we met him in the pits, in the fighting pits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime you've, I mean,
So it's not something new. It's something we've noticed as a
Right,
pattern of
yes.
behavior.
and once or twice earlier in the sessions, you guys commented, "Hey, he's repeating the exact same thing."
Right.
Nobody made that leap per se, but yeah, that's exactly what's been happening. Every time the subject of taxes comes up, he repeats. I forget the exact phrase, but basically says, "Taxes are great. Taxes are wonderful. Everybody should pay taxes." Not those words, but his particular ones. Yeah, that's his basic stance.
So
Any
to,
other time, he doesn't. He just acts normally.
So to break the potential hypnotism, we would one have to have hypnotism skill
Yes, or a hypnotist.
or a hypnotist. Is there a circus in town?
No.
Is there a local?
Hypnotism,
You get
like I
that?
said, is considered a specialist restricted skill. It's a very rare one.
Mm-hmm. That's
For
why I was
obvious
asking
reasons,
about
yeah.
circus.
A
The
cir-
type of thing that would be like a
A
sideshow
circus would
attraction.
logically have that. There's
Something
nothing
like
like that. There's
Last
no
message was 27
known
days ago.
hypnotists here.
Is there a local college of Evans?
Did anybody
Uh,
get a
So
message
that's
from
more
me?
fortune telling,
Okay.
Yeah.
and it's not magic based, so college wouldn't
Nope.
have anything
I'm
about
gonna
it.
send it through
Yeah,
Discord.
but I figured they might have some ability to.
Okay. So at this point in the court, between the archery show and the musical entertainment, prior to that, you guys have about, we'll say, one session left to interact with people, depending on what all you guys want to do. The vast majority of the court is here. Some people have started to leave given the late hour. It's getting to be fairly late at this point. The Graf retires. The princess and her chaperone leave. I can't think of any other exceptions. Everybody else, for the most part, is still here. Okay. So
Does
if there's
the graph
anybody
show
you,
signs of hypnotism?
he shows the only signs you're getting from him are just depression.
Mm.
I mean, he has a couple of attendants that help him leave the area. He bids everybody good night, and that's about the only thing he says, other than some murmurs and hums and so forth. He seems very disinterested in all the events. He's there just going through the motions.
So it's at.
You guys didn't cheer him up.
At symbol space, and then
he
there
likes
should
it.
Didn't
get
we just
the
try
names.
that?
What?
No,
Didn't we
Does
just
it
try
pop up a
that?
list of
Well, I
names?
wasn't
He said,
there,
didn't-
so that's
didn't you guys
yeah.
cheer him
I was
No,
like,
no,
He wouldn't say
Okay.
we would cheer him up for the show.
no. No, he didn't even move the needle on the guy.
Now, if you're whispering any other individual player, be aware I get a copy of it.
Did it come up at all?
Yeah.
I don't care. You
Yeah.
can.
Sean is such a
I tried. He
dirtbag.
said he didn't get anything.
I didn't get anything.
Did I say that? Told him what I gave him.
Last thing
Did you
I
get
got.
that whole
I
whisper?
don't. No, I don't think
No,
so.
it's because I didn't put a W or a space.
You're on blind.
Oh, you're on
Go to
blind.
normal.
Go to normal chat. That's why it
Hold on, don't
changes
my
the rule.
screen,
fine.
man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Secrets.
I wasn't
Secrets.
reading what you were
Last
saying.
thing I got was from
fine,
Grant
you can look at his
Dwarf,
glasses,
27
it's
days.
fine.
For no reason at all, Carter moves behind
You
you.
gotta go to this.
Public.
For no reason at all, Carter moves behind you.
I'm a flat.
Is it possible
Didn't we
to
have an
recover
interaction
from
with
a
Ulrich
mental mutation?
where we
Yes,
have to like
it's
we have
possible to
take
recover
care
from
of
physical
all Ulrich
mutation
as
too.
well.
The first requires a
Didn't we
sanitarium.
have some
The
interaction with
first
him where I'm like, I
requires a
have to kill this
sanitarium.
guy?
The second
No,
requires
you
knives.
Yours actually quite the opposite.
No, he talked to him
So
this last
functionally, no.
Oh, okay.
time, and he said,
When I ran, I need a bomb in one of these minutes.
I should have rewatched the last session. Damn it!
Have a little above.
What was the interaction I had with Ulrich? I don't remember.
it was one that made him.
Made me go. I have to
I'll
kill
See
this
if you got it
dude.
that time.
No.
Man,
I got it this time.
He did. Okay. That's the important thing.
because that isn't it where I landed with the guy. I was like, oh, this is bad.
He was. I know he was staring you down
Yeah, he's not happy with me.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you go talk to? You talked to Lady Heinfeld.
I'll have
Yeah,
to
so-
tell you which is which because I specifically
The
got
last
him to
session,
look like he
he
was
was
like
like friends with all the
That-
people, and now he's made enemies.
I talked
so.
over.
No,
You heard
he
it.
hasn't made enemies with everybody.
You overheard my conversation with Ulrich.
No. He talked to him, and you tried to tell Ulrich about him,
Right.
what you knew, and he said, "Well, that seems to be like you told him that he hacked a girl in the head."
No, I don't.
doesn't know
I
that.
still
Or
don't know
there was
that.
something.
I don't know that because if I ever find that out, he
At
dies.
Thieves' Den and burn that down.
No, that was him that said.
Wasn't that our goal when we walked in here? It's like we're
Oh,
gonna do
'cause
this
you were
party,
asking
and then we're
for
gonna get
forgiveness.
into that
That's
like
what
leave
it is.
hideout
You're right.
and then burn it down.
There's a niche that we're supposed to go
And all Ulrich
get
was
something
like,
from, like a
"You
little.
okay?"
That's okay. Good job.
Well, I thought it was an
Good job for
outpost where
killing
he
an
got
outsider.
where he gets
That's
stuff
what it
like
is.
that. So,
Burning it down is not an option because it will burn
well,
down.
yes,
There's
but like
nothing new.
burn
Yeah,
the
I didn't hear. I wasn't part of that.
It's
conversation.
always an option.
Maybe
Yeah.
just as a player, I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
shit!"
Yeah,
this dude's
you were
evil.
thinking of all Ulrich and priest stuff, and those are him. Not
I'll burn the building down. If the fire burns
I mean,
the
the
rest
guy's
of the town,
logic
it
was
was my
solid.
fault. The fire,
Do you
the
still
fire
feel
just has a
blessing of
little bit
Ulrich?
of
Then it must have been sanctioned.
That's what I thought.
I remember
That's-
that now.
yeah.
Because we were all like, "Damn, that's fucking dark."
He's like, I just want to. I want some absolution. Is that okay? And he's like, No, you don't need it.
You don't
You're
need it.
good.
That 8-year-old deserved it.
He was an outsider.
He does have an indicator of Ulrich's faith.
Yeah, I do.
It's like, does your sword feel
Yeah.
like it still has a power? Well, yes, then you're good to go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Does your shirt still cut people?
I'm gonna have to kill everybody in this city.
Yep.
Hey, sounds good to me.
We have a plan.
We do.
That's
Something's finally lining up.
I mean
The priest is coming around.
that sounds like the exact plan that Altdorf normally has. We got to kill everybody in Mindenheim.
Ooh.
So
Hey, let's just get
good
those
role
Sigmarite
playing.
priests on the road to help us. Let's just get those Sigmarite priests on the road to help us.
And I lose my fellowship.
No, I mean, keep in mind the setting is such that Altdorf and Mindenheim are always at each other's throats because of that religious tension. They believe in diametrically opposed things, and they both think Sigmar was their leader. Thus, that temple that both of them think is their holy ground. So, you wanting to kill everybody in town because they worship Ulrich and believe his beliefs,
Everybody here,
that's
including
the world. Welcome to it.
No, yeah, and I get that, but I'm also styling this character more along the lines of an inquisitor than a true war priest, and therefore I'm playing him in a more subtle manner than just
Yes, but
slaughter.
the group in general, based on other games like Pathfinder and D&D, has more of a mellow, heroic atmosphere.
Sure.
It's Warhammer. It's only slightly lighter than Shadowrun. You guys do what you want per your backgrounds. So yeah, Sigmar priest going crazy and killing every Ulrichian in the town. Okay, you'll probably get killed,
Yeah, probably.
but it's not out of the realm of possible.
So, if we don't want to kill anyone, but we also don't want to deal with this threat, there's always Marienburg.
I need to deal with the threat.
We could just go to
I
the
need to
old
deal with
world
this.
and leave. Take an airplane over.
So you need Carlton to buy you a new bow.
I will go over to the elf if he's still here,
He is.
just to be say.
Yeah, he seems to be in a really good mood.
How is it that you can deal with whining and dining with these things, these disgusting oafs?
The court? Oh, they're not too bad. I mean, the two of us will outlive all of them by years. So it's really just more of entertaining at this point. In a few years, these kids will grow up and die, and the elves will inherit.
I like that idea.
Isn't he an high elf?
No,
Oh, he's a wood elf.
he's a wood elf. The hunter, the master of the hunt's a wood elf.
Yeah, but he's like over 1,000 years old, right?
It's hard to tell. I mean, to you, he looks like he's in his 20s or 30s, but yeah, he's probably very old. His bow is 1,000 years old.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But, I mean, elves live far longer than humans do. So the standard approach is, yeah, you guys aren't really worth our time and effort because you're just a blink.
Does that
Yeah, we
champion?
still bleed though.
Does that champion dude have a black stone on it?
He does not.
Okay.
So
There were several in the court that
Yeah.
did have black stones. Lady Heinfeld was one of the notable ones. I think one of the other ladies of the court had one, and then a few of the other people in the crowd.
I wish I'd realized she had it. She's still here? She left, right?
No, she's here.
Is
She's talking with
Heinfeld
people.
spellcaster?
Is Heinfeld a spellcaster? Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to her,
Okay.
right? Come
Greetings.
with me.
You're still here?
Me? Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I have some influence.
You're still here?
then.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to talk to your old Rickian friend?
No, I actually was hoping for some more information on that.
Oh,
So,
well, see,
he
secrets.
did mention that he was your slave at some point.
Okay. I have many people working for me.
You know, we're here for a very specific purpose. And what you do with the savages up north, I don't care. But
Drive forth at Met.
my writ in life is to purge this world of chaos and its influence.
Okay.
And that pretty little stone around your neck, you realize that's got some type of chaotic confusion in it, correct?
This? She holds it up. If you say so.
Where did you
Just
get
seemed-
that?
One of my attendants got it from the market.
I've been trying to track down the trace of where those have come from.
From what
I
they.
remember
Okay.
where they came from.
Yeah.
Because we already ran this down.
Mhm.
So, just FYI.
Yeah. From her, she says from what she was told, they're imported from the Schattensumpf to the west.
And
They're all the rage this year. Number of people have had it. I figure it's rather plain, but if that's what the trending is, I might as well take part.
do you want to be associated with chaos? I think a good noble woman like yourself would avoid such associations.
Sure.
Well, like I said, those have the fell influence on them. I would highly suggest disposing of it.
Okay. She reaches out to hand it to you.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Hey Matt, I think I know where
Thank
we
you.
need to go
Okay.
next.
Perhaps he should not be so eager to accept chaos either.
I didn't eagerly grab it. I just grabbed it.
I understand that.
Ooh.
I understand that.
Ooh.
I
What are you talking
I
about?
understand you just grabbed it. I'm playing her.
Rat's Nest, or whatever it's called.
She's been really good about
Yeah.
trying to turn
There
everybody.
was a
that's
Absolutely.
coming. Even Carl.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
dropping. Yeah, you guys
Just most of the
already
time you get
hijacked the
confused on what
wagon.
No,
saying and
I
stuff
understand
like
you
that,
didn't
so-
grab it. I understand you didn't eagerly and quickly grab it or anything
You
like
mean
that.
the
You just
necklace?
naturally grabbed it.
Okay.
Her
For the
standpoint
Red Moon
is,
person's
if the
vampire?
priest of Sigmar is saying this has chaos influence,
Yeah.
he seemed awfully willing to take it.
Find out if somebody else remembers.
Now we can properly dispose of it. Thank you for your advice.
Very well.
Remember what?
Again, I do caution you. There are other such influences amongst your group.
Any pointers?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, Jesus, I need dice. For that.
Carlton.
Does
I
anybody
can find anything in
remember?
my pockets.
Carlton is a source of chaos.
Does anybody remember what it was?
Stan, did you bring in those dice? That dice bag?
We were supposed to go to. Remember, I went and scouted it before I came here to the
Yeah.
archery tournament and all that. There was something we were supposed to go look at that was like a down an alleyway,
Yeah.
a niche.
Yeah.
Who was that for?
It was. We were both investigating it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the address.
They were
That-
supposed to give us the address there.
No, we got
No,
the address.
that was
from
the
the-
address.
Okay.
That was the address from the
sleeper
Red
agency
Moon.
area.
The what? Sleep break.
No,
and
see,
stuff.
that was the drowned rat location we figured out from.
No,
So 40
I'm
minutes.
pretty
no.
sure
This
that's
this
what
is
it was.
something where they were leaving something in like a rock nook like thing. We were supposed to go down there and get it from there, but I was worried it was going to be a trap, so I went down there to investigate it first.
I thought it was a building.
No, you had gotten some information saying from what you guys had found out, the Drowned Rats and the Sons of Ulrich have their public face, which is the
Right.
Drowned Rat Tavern.
I got all that.
They have a secondary hideout in town in that southern section. The address that you were given is supposedly the entrance to it. Now, it's
Okay.
down a little alleyway, and you went there and you saw that and said, okay, I'm too nervous to do this alone. I'm not going down there.
Yeah.
So you went back to the rest of the group.
Okay,
Okay. That supposedly is how you get into their hideout.
gotcha.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about. I didn't remember. I thought there was
One
something
eleven.
left in
So-
the
What?
stone.
11? Okay.
111.
No, you never
What-
told
what
any of
color
us
magic
about
should
that.
you should
Somebody
does she
must have
channel?
been him.
Yeah.
She channels.
I thought we all knew 'cause we were all going to go together.
Good question.
Because I wouldn't
Do
even
not
that's for damn
know.
sure.
I'm supposed to ask such questions.
Hey, Dad, if you want to try and track down those stones, you need to leave no thing behind. You don't do that.
She
If
does.
you're gonna do that.
I don't care that she had the stones on her. I don't care at all. My whole point was to open another line of dialogue to her.
Yep.
That's it.
She does heaven's magic.
Oh, that's okay.
Just trying to
What
get into good graces.
rank is she?
Because I have a feeling she's
Are you able to
key
tell her
her
rank, or are you looking for like
her
badges?
weapon.
No, I'm talking about like
Yeah, just
social
figured
status
since-
rank type thing.
Social
No,
status, she appears to
No,
be
the
wizard
trick
lord or
person with
equivalent.
the dwarf with bait and chaos magic.
From her stature
So-
and
so
her
it's equivalent-
badges.
so it's
and-
equivalent to
And
mine.
we
I'm-
So it
I'm
might
wizard
be
lord.
in,
Yeah,
Okay.
Shag-
So,
the Slagan.
She is an accomplished spellcaster.
if you remember though, we took a deep dive into these stones, and the
Huh?
fell influence in them is so minor. He couldn't find any enchantments on it or anything like that. It's just
yeah.
a slightly corrupted stone.
Correct.
I found tracking enchantments on it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I would have conveyed that.
Yeah, we went to
Okay.
the vendors in the market, and then they told us they got them from the swamp.
Thank you.
So yeah, I wouldn't convey it to her.
Why not?
Are you able to zone in on the tracking enchantments?
Yeah. I tried that already.
That's what I was saying.
Why do
we
you need
would
tracking enchantments?
leave
I'm fast.
Middenheim, go
I'll
to
track whoever you want.
Yeah.
Nordingen, and then get supplies and go into the swamp. Try and track these down.
Anyway, anything that she can offer with seeing
Not
influence in her
necessarily
group, I can do
swamp,
the exact
though,
same. So we don't need to bargain for information.
Yeah, but she just made. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that
Did
was
you
the-
say this to me in front of her?
She's useless to us.
She's a
Yeah, but
petty wizard.
she's far prettier than you are.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's.
So
He's
I
covered
just
with
thought
burns.
that might be something that
he's a
we.
fire wizard.
I just thought that
He's
that
been
might be
made
something
pretty
that
by
we
his
might
work.
need to do
No.
because they're
He looks
Both
like
the-
Darkman.
Common.
both the witches dwarves.
Are
or-
dragons common?
I got you.
Hopefully
I
not.
totally
what I was
believe
doing.
No,
that.
dragons are not
My
common.
problem is I think if we leave the
Yeah.
city,
Okay.
we're,
Yeah, I would
so
say-
many of
Liam
these
Neeson
different threads that we're chasing are going to unravel.
Looking through the
Right.
I'll add it to
And
the
I
video list.
middle lore
The
section.
thing is,
That-
Okay.
I'm
And
getting they
these
want
and
this
dark
in
and dark.
Middenheim.
It's just
can
dark.
be-
I'm
not
not
dark.
saying we
Irony
don't
of the
have to
Empire
finish
Edition.
that.
But
because they-
eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, I'm
eventually
totally
we
down
need
for
to go
that.
to the swamp.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
dragon.
If we need to
Right.
do that.
Yeah, dragons are
in
Lord of the
time in
Rings
game,
scale.
Whatever, that's fine.
Got it.
If there's a dragon, the
You're all
region
dead.
is it has a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we could use that dragon head.
So is
Yeah, that's the scale. to the
Lady
thick
Young.
miniatures.
Alright.
J-U-N-G still there.
I'm sorry.
Lady of the Court, Lady Christian Young.
Christian Young.
Legion.
J-U-N.
I'm just reminding you about that. though.
Okay. That would be Lady of the Court.
She's the one that was always accompanying the.
I don't mean
Dieter?
personally, my character
Dieter?
has
Okay.
0 burns on it.
Is she still here?
Fire.
Yes.
Court.
Yeah, you wouldn't be burned at all.
I'd like
Yeah.
to go talk to her.
The
Okay.
rest of the group probably has all these burn
Oh.
scars and stuff like that.
Lady Young.
How are you enjoying the rest of the show?
I'm enjoying it greatly.
That
Have you-
archery was thrilling.
I was-
I am surprised it went so far.
I-
It's so unfortunate your friend was not able to win that bow.
Oh my gosh, I agree. I was really on my end. Let me tell you that kind of view of it.
And after he won that first round and then willingly sacrificed it, he must be either a man of honor or a man of great wealth.
Oh, he's great honor for sure, great honor. Oh,
Not anymore.
You're.
I mean, I've never seen anybody best. The hunter.
I think it would have to be an elf to take an elf. I mean, really, when it comes to a bow.
Well, quite possibly, certainly, but no, his skill is unmatched. We were all quite surprised when he lost the first match.
So was I. If something happens to me,
I didn't even have to use any of my like the first match. I fair and square.
You did.
You almost lost because I tried to help you. I know. Whoa.
No, you did lose because he tried to help you.
No, he could have won.
He would have won had you not helped him.
I know.
It fits so much in your character.
It did.
It does. I tried to be helpful.
So do a few arrows. They fit so well into this character.
Which this might fall into the same placement
Hey,
as well.
if you're worried about your belongings, I can always hold on to them for you.
I don't have belongings. I have fancy clothes and a purple glove. You gave them to me. I mean, yeah, if you want them back, you can have them. It's okay. I mean, it probably wouldn't good in court if I didn't have any clothes on, but you know, but just a purple glove. So this may go wrong.
Nothing
really
was
quick.
taken.
Okay.
Because you had said that
Those ransacked.
to get the hypnosis, person had to have time where the person was calm on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go talk to Kristen Young, who's the lady of the court who accompanies Diedrich.
Mm-hmm.
Dieter everywhere. Dieter. Schmieder Hammer. Okay. We'll see how this goes.
I have a sense I know where this is going.
Yeah, you probably do. So, I was talking to Dieter. Amazing fighter. I've admired him from afar, and I'm so excited to be able to finally talk to him. But sometimes he talks really, really weird. Like every time someone asks him about taxes, he starts talking like the same tone, really slow.
Oh, certainly. I've noticed that too. It's
have
so
you?
strange.
It's so weird, and like
For the last few weeks, he's been speaking like that.
Has-
I mean, before that, he was strongly opposed to the taxes,
really.
and then overnight it seemed like it changed. Now
Was
he
it-
never wants to talk about him.
Was it after he talked to somebody specific, or spending time with somebody, or like? Because I know he's told me that he didn't necessarily like Goddard because Wallenstein, because he kind of feels like he swindled him at some point, but like, did he spend time with Goddard or something, and or one of the other the law lords?
Not that I'm aware of. He went out for the evening, and the next morning when I talked to him, his whole mind had changed. It's the strangest thing.
And no idea where he went.
No, you'd
That
have to
night?
check with him.
Okay, we'll have to a couple weeks ago. All right. Well, what? Huh? What?
2 weeks ago equals Red Moon Tavern, I guess.
Right. When the red moon was full.
So does he like I mean, obviously you know what he likes, and I'd like to probably give him a gift. And like, is there a certain wine that he enjoys, or is there like a place he likes to go? I could get him like a gift card for, or something like that. Like, I mean,
What is this gift card?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's interesting.
A gift card.
We do know someplace he frequents.
something he loves from his childhood, or like,
Other
did he
than
like rubber duckies?
Okay. Yeah, she gives you a wine
Okay.
that he particularly likes. It's something you can probably get in the market, or if the Festival of Fine Ales is still going, that you could probably pick up some there.
That was great. Okay. Not similar to the one that we were told about on the card.
No.
Okay, that was worth a shot.
No.
Well, if you guys ever want to come watch, I'm working really hard at I think I finally got the dance moves down to go. I mean, obviously my performance here makes total sense, but the Red Moon Inn, like they have this really cool show, and I was practicing, and they said not today, but I think today might be the day because that other today was yesterday. So maybe today when I go back, maybe I'll be able to get on stage, and I would love for you guys to come and be my guests.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give me a charm test.
Is 96 open or 95?
96 is open.
Okay. 150.
Okay.
Can you use his influence on that?
He can add influence as much as he wants.
Yeah, I'll say I take the 100.
Like I said, 101 is typically the target number you need. If there's penalties because you're taking the wrong approach for whoever the character is, you'll know what that is.
Okay.
If you want to add your influence to it to get better than the base success, that's up to you. Okay. There may or may not be any additional information you can get. But she says, okay, I'd be interested in going. I've heard of the Red Moon Tavern. Not normally a place I frequent, but if you're showing there, then it sounds interesting.
Great. I will.
Will there be a repeat of the show tonight?
I hope so. I mean, I keep trying to get the yes, but I'm so close to the yes, but not quite the yes. Almost
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Don't commit us.
So, we need to know
That's gonna go
who
horribly.
is connected to the Graphs champion, I guess.
Well, that's who I was just talking to.
Yeah.
Lady Young was his
I just asked
lady.
generally because rich people like to do hypnotism. So can I see if they just know a good hypnotist in the place?
You're just going to ask around?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's what I would have done, but I don't know anything about it yet.
This person.
Okay.
The reason
Give me
the reason I say
gossip
the
check.
Red Moon Tavern is the lady of the Red Moon Tavern has been shown to have the ability to put people in a calm state, for one. And two, she's shown to have some sort of magical quality to her. Or at least knowledge of how to calm someone down and manipulate
Works
people.
on me every time.
Plus, the Graphs champion has been shown to frequent
It should like
stuff like
the
the Red
effect
Moon.
should be like quadrupled on you right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah.
When we get our age, we're like,
Oh my.
I mean, nice. I mean,
We're probably not doing anything else here.
Is there anybody else we can talk to?
I
mean, I talk fast. I probably can talk to like 10 people if necessary. But
George is planning to use all his influence on one roll.
Yeah, you can add 84 to that.
Okay. So you ask around as far as who has heard of hypnotism and everything. There are a number of the people in the court are familiar with at least the basic concept. Several of them comment that Luigi has some skills with hypnotism.
Okay.
Where am I going?
A couple of them also mention there is one or two hypnotists amongst the town. The most notable one is Ava at the Red Moon Tavern.
What did I say?
So now we have to
What did I
assassinate
say?
two people.
There's also hypnotism is not uncommon at the Flesh Pits.
well, no, it
You
makes
want to
sense.
put this in your face.
You don't want to remember what you did.
we're gonna wait to hear what Thad's trigger word is.
That's right.
Blueberry pancakes.
Why is he taking his pants off?
Dude. So does anybody else in this entire place like that we've talked to that George's character has been in proximity of? Anybody else seem like they have any type of hypnosis or anything like that, or any control?
None that anybody has identified as such.
Okay.
Can you give me a location of someone that's not notable?
Of-
Like of a hypnotist.
Just a generic one?
A generic one, so we can get an idea of how to end hypnotism without just like confronting the person.
Who might be the villain?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I heard Mark, the baker, down on 18th Street, is pretty good with hypnotism.
Unfortunately, no. The only ones that are here that have any sort of information on that.
You said there's a variety of people in town. The notable people are
Yeah,
X, Y, Z. So
Granted,
that's what I was
but given the society level here, the only ones that they would confirm, other than rumors of other people,
Oh, okay.
would be the ones that they would interact with. Okay, I get where you're going from.
Okay.
Okay, but none of these people here would go to Bob the Baker at the corner
Mark.
street.
It was Mark.
Okay,
the
Mark.
He knows another one. It's called Bob.
Yeah,
Baker. It's his brother.
Mark.
he just makes you think it's Mark.
They battle across the street.
By the way, my
I
name's
am
Bob.
Mark.
My name is Bob.
I have the best bagels in town.
Bob's bread sucks.
Did I notice while he was wandering around questioning people, any negative reactions after he left? Like negative in a sense, like.
Give me a perception roll.
Can you use his bonuses on that?
I don't have one.
Stupid heart.
He didn't participate.
I did not participate.
They'd be like,
I should have used that thing. Was it initiative 117?
117. No, you don't notice anybody reacting negatively. I mean, he seems to be fairly good about working the crowd. Doesn't seem to be alienating anybody in the situation.
I didn't know what he was doing either way. Just he's the only one wandering the whole crowd, just talking. So
Yeah.
Could I also collect black necklaces by convincing people that they're
Oh.
evil and bad and they bring bad
And
luck?
then he falls asleep. All
You can give me a barter check.
He's a hypnotist.
Could I use my language gilder
No.
with statistics and stuff like that?
No.
To bore them to give me.
That would definitely bore them, but they're not going to give up personal property.
Statistics is not fun. That is the worst class I've ever taken.
So what do you
I
want
mean,
me
you
to
could.
do?
I'll give you a penalty on the barter. No, just straight barter.
I would probably take the penalty.
That'll give you a bonus.
You're like 40 years old.
There's a reason why I have language gilder
I
instead of haggle.
I
so.
understand that. Give me a haggle roll.
You do not know stats.
Gonna spend
I don't even know what that is.
my time gossiping with
You
the
don't want-
nobles.
It's all make
Try to
It's everything's a
Try to get
theory.
in general
Everything's
information.
like,
Yeah.
if John
Okay.
draws
Yeah,
an
you
orange,
So you're
it's
still rolling
one
pretty good.
orange
You
at
got a
a time.
50.
Which ones are red? Which ones are green? What's the probability of the next one being
Okay.
yellow?
You managed
But
to
they're all
collect
orange.
a
Yeah.
small collection of them. Not everybody's willing to give up their trinket, but you collect, say, 4 more. They'll give you 5 of those little necklaces.
man, you just talk to people and giving you their stuff.
Just give it away. I mean, you walk up and say, "Okay, that's really ugly. You sure you want to be wearing that?" Or something like that. And some people are saying, "Oh my God," and they immediately throw it away. And other people say, "Well, go away. Who are you?" And that sort of stuff. So,
I'm with your social status.
okay, give me a gossip roll.
I'm just glad I don't have to take
You don't
Spanish
use, like,
anymore.
I know, I'm kind of scared.
Uh,
I have exactly 8 of them. now.
I'm not even bad at math.
Maybe
I
I'll
am
let them
going
all
to. That's going
It's
to
not
It's
math.
not math.
It's
Exactly.
not
use gregarious.
It's just probability.
It's composition.
Okay.
Become 42.
Okay.
I had the hardest time.
Forty-
What does
I
acquaintance
barely
have to
passed.
do with that?
I barely passed.
I got 66, and then I'm going to use the rest of my 94 points
What?
to buff that
Okay.
to 160.
Okay. Just throw in a random gasps. Okay. You spend the rest of the evening just gossiping randomly around the place. Most of the discussion is still focused on your show or the archery tournament. Most of the people are still shocked that the elf lost to the other elf, and so forth. A couple of people are talking about this red wizard that's going around like insulting and taking people's stuff, and so forth.
I should have used my intimidate.
That sort of thing. All the rest of the conversation functionally seems to be around the taxes that are coming due in a couple of days, and the fact that all these people are wealthy and thus subject, if they're subject to the taxes, to a fairly hefty fee. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of excitement in that. So,
Is Sasha here?
no, Sasha was not here.
Ah, come on. I haven't seen Sasha since back in the day.
That's right.
Okay.
2 days ago.
Right.
Back in the
A
day.
couple days ago.
Ages ago.
In my household, every time I say a couple days ago, it's like 10 minutes or 6 years.
Yeah.
No.
Ages
The
ago.
other day, I remember swinging swords at pumpkins.
Yeah, I was too, man.
Late in the evening, Matt,
Mhm.
you discover in your pocket a business card that wasn't there previously.
Okay. I'd love to know who the hell did it, because
It's reverse thievery.
yeah,
They give you stuff.
it's very
you
difficult to do that to me. I don't do it. All right,
They just
I will
flip the off switch.
take a
on the
look
ear.
at it somewhere where I'm not being observed.
Okay. And you wander over to the side. Few people look at you and then move away.
It's fine. I'll blur out.
Okay. Yeah, you take out the card. On one side is a picture of a red moon.
Okay,
On the other side is the words,
I can't read.
you can't read, are some words.
Okay.
Oh, wow. This is an awful nice card.
That's the reason most of their marketing is around a symbol.
This is a rectangle.
Okay.
It's a subtle off-white
Oh,
color.
I should just play a character that's dyslexic, just to mess with the group.
Yeah.
This says,
You're not the guy that lies
kill
about
every
reading.
person in the
I don't
room.
know. Yeah, I don't know how to read though.
Are you sure you're going to trust any of them?
I can take somebody to tell you how to read it.
All right.
Just ask a random noble person. That won't.
Um,
that won't be bad.
I'll walk over
What's
to
it
the
say?
elf. I walk over to the elf.
Okay. He says, greetings.
Greetings. Are you good with
Hope
this?
I didn't dishonor you too much. That was a good challenge.
That it was.
Perhaps in a few more years, you might be up to my skill.
Smirk.
Twisted it.
There's a time. I decided not to do what I was going to do now. But I just say, there is a time when pompous becomes rude.
Of course, but it's been a fun night.
Uh-huh.
Certainly, some jesting between elves is warranted.
Sure.
He offered you a glass of wine.
I decline and say, I'm just looking for some assistance. Do you know if the elves at the tavern, if they will decipher written word for me?
The elves at the tavern? Which tavern?
The only elven tavern in town that I know of. I don't remember the name of the place.
Okay.
I have it written down.
Elf song?
Okay.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I think that's from Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Probably.
I have it written down.
Did somebody say they wanted to hear a song?
That's right.
I don't remember the name of it. I have
Peter
several
calls a repeat encore.
Oh, it's magic.
But I can even point where it's at on the map. And
That's
everything.
fine.
I can't remember.
Okay. So yeah, I would assume so. Do you need something read?
I do, but
Or
it is
translated?
severely discreet, and I'm not sure that having you read it for me, if you're capable, would make good sense.
Well, certainly, I'm able to read.
But you being a member of the court may not be a good idea to have you translate it. I've been searching for a lost friend of mine, someone whose body disappeared after his fight with the Minotaurs. I believe it pertains to that, or maybe pertains to a few other things that I've been investigating throughout the town.
Hmm.
And I
Is
don't-
it a threat to the court?
That's the question today, isn't it?
That is a good question. How about I tell you this? I use that term loosely because the group that I've been traveling with are
Mhm.
very inept.
They seemed capable earlier, if perhaps
capable
a
of
bit
banging
unusual.
on drums and dancing around like fools, yes. But
Perhaps.
we traced
Not my taste in music, but
we traced an extreme influence of chaos to this place. We happen to know for a fact it's here. We know for a fact it's within the court. We know for a fact it's affecting the graph, and we know that lady right there is involved. But it's all facts from things that we have experienced. Nothing we can actually here's hard proof. So, experience is what hold up in a court or a law or anything like that.
certainly not the grass court.
Correct. So, having those experiences and trying to gather the proof of all these things have led me down many paths, and the one I'm in now, I need translation for. Do I have your word as an elf, not a member of this court, that you will only translate this for me?
Well, I can't give that. If it's a threat to the court, I would have to share it with the Graf and his, the generals.
If you die, do I get your bow?
No.
Would you will it to me?
No.
Do you have family that I would carry it to?
No, it'll be taken care of.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I have no concerns of dying anytime soon.
All right, translate this for me.
Okay, you give him the card.
Yep.
He looks at it and says, "Well, I don't know. It just says back to where it was. Hunter's a jerk.
I saw what you did.
Show me what you got.
It doesn't say much. It just says Sparsum and Renaud's Delight. That's a drug, isn't it?
It is. Farsum?
Sparsum. They wouldn't be thinking of Joseph Sparsum, the Chancellor, would they?
Could be.
You have a picture for just Renaud's Delight.
It's just the drug.
Why would they combine those two together is what I don't understand.
Who? The Blood Moon Tavern?
Well, the people that I communicate with.
Who do you communicate with?
Everyone. You.
Well, then I don't know what they might be saying.
Well, that's my point, is that I walk all paths. I talk to everybody. I've talked to you. I want to start pointing people out. I've talked to that person and, well, through my party, that person and that person and that person.
Well, why don't we ask Joseph? Joseph! He waves the Chancellor over.
That's fine.
Okay.
May I have my card back, please?
Sure, he gives it to you. He said, Joseph comes wandering over. He looks a bit perturbed with the overall events of the evening and everything. Looks like he just wants to get back to work.
Okay.
So the Chancellor is the one that does all the tax collecting and so forth.
Okay. It's not
Okay.
the one that I robbed, is it?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Well, that's a big list.
He comes over. It's Alevandro, right? No, that's the bard.
Yeah.
Who's the hunter?
Alejandro Fimeris is the hunt.
Alevandro is? Okay, yeah, Alevandro. The other guy comes over, the Chancellor, and Alevandro says, what do you know of of the street drug, Renaud's Delight? This companion here got a note today commenting about that. Give me a perception roll.
What is the, okay. What is, I don't have any of those. Never mind.
You don't have any of those?
I look down, I'm like, I have no resilience or resolve or fate or any of that crap. We're good.
You don't need to worry about those. Those just complicate the game.
I should have rolled on there again. 165.
165. Okay. At the mention of Renaud's Delight,
Oh my God.
you see a.
I don't want to see that anymore. Put that on tape.
Well, let me do it this way. I will send you something. Hopefully, that doesn't go to everybody. Okay. That.
Problem is, my computer's so far out.
It's
Such
an
huge font.
intuition skill.
I can't read.
If you're like reading facial features.
Okay.
So,
Intuition would work too.
okay.
Intuition would have been a 150, 160.
Okay.
I'm quite good at that too.
The most initiative base, you're an elf, so.
Can't fool an elf.
You can make a fool of it.
Yes, you can. Obviously.
Okay. Okay. The Chancellor responds, "Oh, that's some street drug. I've heard of it. It's said to be common in the pits and the fighting pits against the Minotaurs. There was word that recent person, what was his name? Millie,
Oh, come on.
That would be Milton.
Tilton, Milton. You say it was okay. There was word he was using it, and that's part of the reason why he lost the fight. But I attribute it more to his lack of skill than anything else. But I mean, I've heard rumor he was supposedly trying to be a noble, and obviously he didn't quite pass muster. Anyways, if you'd excuse me, I have things to do. I have business to attend to. Those taxes in a couple of days are not going to take care of themselves. Olivandro bids him farewell, and he quickly excuses himself.
I let him go, then I look at Olivandro and say, "Did you see that?
See what?
See how he turned pale? His panic.
Well, I don't know.
He obviously had
I don't know
something
that.
to do
He's
with it.
under a lot of stress. I mean, there's a lot of complaints about the taxes and everything. You see the chancellor heading out of the room, leaving.
All right. Well, I'm going to excuse myself and do my best, as far as because I'm a shadower as well, to make my way the same direction he went.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm bored.
I know you guys are gossiping and so forth. The elf you see the elf leaving the room.
Is there a bar? There's a bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go
Luigi's
over.
over there.
Huh?
Luigi's over there.
I've been over there.
He's been
basically
eating
the
and
whole
drinking
time.
all night.
I go over there and start drinking.
Okay.
Start beating, bullshitting Luigi,
Okay.
asking is
Do you like
that
it smooth or
entertainment
hairy?
you like? Is it a common occurrence? Or
Probably not tonight. I've really eaten quite a bit already.
Well, yeah, of course.
So
As I'm
I-
shoving a roll or something
Yeah.
in my face, I'm like, no, of course not.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. At this point, I really should get some rest for the night. So, I have a appointment with your friend, the engineer, tomorrow. If you care to join us,
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. What time?
I believe I don't know. Probably get started around 5.
5?
Yeah.
Here at the castle?
No.
Off-site?
Yes.
As it were?
Yes.
Sure, I'll be there.
Okay.
5 p.m. whorehouse. All right.
So
You see all Ulrich over on the side giving you a glare.
If I do overhear it,
Me?
you shout
Yeah.
over.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck that guy.
Okay. Anything else you guys wish to do? The party seems to be wrapping up at this point, unless you have somebody you wish to speak to.
If I thought I could take him right here and not die, I would.
You're gonna kill all Ulrich right here?
Oh, if I thought I could get away with it.
Probably not.
Clash of the Titans.
I'm
I
just
slipped.
standing in the middle of the room
The
and
hammer
spinning.
went on his head.
Just spitting.
Just like a little
happy.
kid, arms out,
He
having a
starts
blast.
screaming, "The hills are alive!"
Yep. Ooga shaka, ooga shaka.
Okay, so as the party wraps up, you guys are eventually escorted out with all of your gear and so forth.
Oh, sweet.
All your stuff is returned that you had previously checked
Yep.
and so forth.
Good dish.
What happened now?
Nothing good.
Great.
So, Matt, you follow the Chancellor. He leaves the court, heads down to a private chamber
Okay.
where he goes in, closes the door. You can hear some rustling and movement around inside it. There's numerous guards just in the hall, just keeping watch on things, so you don't really have an opportunity to get close to it.
Okay.
But he's only in there for a few minutes before he leaves, wearing overcoat and like something to protect against the weather, not just court garb.
Okay.
Okay. Heads out. Either is not really paying much attention, or is not actively looking for anybody. Heads towards the gates to the palace and heads out into the city.
I'm trying to keep up, or trying to follow him, trying to shadow him.
Okay.
I do have that talent, shadow.
Shadowing? Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Now, I could use stealth or perception, or is it that they have to use stealth?
I think they have to use stealth to
Let me-
spot you.
let me look it up real quick. They have to succeed with both. I only have to succeed with one.
Okay, that's fine.
Is what I remember it. It's match murder.
Okay.
So I'll keep it shut. I know all it does is make it easier for me to do things
Yeah.
than a normal person. That's it.
So, meanwhile, the rest of you, after you have left the court, where are you guys planning to go? Or do?
About
Would
what
it be
time
allowed
is
to
it?
pick up Matt's stuff?
Yeah.
Since we saw him go the route.
He can pick up his stuff on the way out, I assume.
I actually left nothing.
Oh, you didn't have anything. So, no, you can't have his stuff. But yeah, that's fine. I'm not looking to remove people's equipment.
That's what I was saying crap about, and you guessed correctly. But I have literally 10 arrows
It's gonna be one of those.
and a normal dagger.
Yeah.
That's about it. I got
You don't even
nothing
have a
else.
bow?
I have my bow.
Okay.
But
They're planning
Okay,
I
your
had that
bow,
on me
not
the
the other
whole
guy's
time,
bow.
yeah. Okay. Shadowing is following someone secretly. To do this requires a combined perception and stealth test. If the target is actively trying to lose a tail, it is opposed with a target's stealth skill. If you pass the perception test and fail the stealth test, you follow the target but are spotted. If you pass the perception test, if you fail the perception test but pass the stealth test, you lose your target but go unnoticed. If you have the shadow talent, wherever that's at.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Then you only make one or the other?
It's, yes.
Okay, so just make one of them.
Can you roll for both?
I would assume not. It's just in the city with my, I should probably do stealth even though my perception's better because my urban stealth,
It's a bonus?
I get to reverse the numbers on the
Yeah, you
succeed.
definitely want to do that then.
So, shadow means you are skilled at following people without being spotted. You may use the shadowing rules on page 130 without doing a combined test. Instead, you test against just your perception or your stealth skill, whichever is higher.
Okay.
Technically, my perception skill is higher.
You can choose whichever one. I'm fine with that, given you had the other talents on it. So, like I said, it's maybe midnight-ish at this point for everybody else. Is there anywhere you wish to go, or just head back to the tavern?
I'm going to bed.
15 point.
I'm
Well, we
going
don't know
to
about his
the
card.
Temple of Warwick.
You're going to the Temple of Ulrich? Okay.
I thought we were gonna break down a place, guys. We only have like so many days.
Well, and I believe to that point, it is. What is the attractions
4 or
calendar?
5.
We are. I know it was Königsdag before. I
Oh, we're
believe.
on the last day then.
No. It is midnight at the end of Königsdag. So you have day 7, and then day 8 is the last day of the festival.
So 139 is my first roll.
Okay. So you follow him without much difficulty. He either seems to be completely oblivious or not really paying much attention.
Okay.
You follow him down to the southeastern section.
Okay.
And as he gets further away from the palace, he starts to be more cautious and look over his shoulder and so forth, oblivious to the fact that you're back there in the shadows following him. Eventually, he turns down a side street. There's no guards or anything else like that around, and you see him step into the shadows and start conversing with somebody.
And I'm not familiar with this particular area.
It's the southeastern section where the
It's where the Thieves Guild that I was originally dealing
correct.
with was at.
correct.
But is this one of their, what I would believe is one of their holdings?
No,
So I'm not near the Cutpurse Tavern?
no. You're close, as in you're in the same region, but you're not next to it.
Okay.
He seems to be talking to somebody else on the street.
I will be trying to get close enough to I can understand, not understand, but see who it is at least.
Okay.
Maybe not. I want to follow.
So they seem to be talking in hushed voices, so you'd have to get pretty close to overhear them. You can get close enough to at least see which direction they're both going,
Yeah.
and from there get a possible description of them. So they converse for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then they exchange some small package, the two of them.
Okay.
And then Sparsome leaves hurriedly, heading back to the northwest. The other one heads down the alley, going the other way.
Okay. So I have the Elven sight,
Mm-hmm.
the package, and I have keen sight for being an elf.
Okay.
The package they passed.
It's a small pouch, and you think he passed some pouch of coins. They passed him some pouch of something else.
Okay. So whatever, yeah, I believe he's carrying something else back, like the Renal's Delight, right?
Quite likely, yeah.
Okay.
The seller is heading the opposite direction, down into the alleyways. Neither of them appear to be aware of your presence.
I really want to kill them both.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and my decision is going to go after the seller. I'm not going
Okay.
to go after the.
Okay, gonna follow them?
Yep.
Okay. Give me another shadow check.
Man, I'm coming on board with it. Just fucking kill everybody.
150. Yeah. 150. Hold on. 1083. 153.
153. Okay. They roll. Okay. You follow them. They appear to be small in stature, maybe only 5 feet tall. Not dwarf or anything like that, just a smaller human. Appears to be female.
Okay.
Okay. Hooded in a cloak, and you can hear chinking of metallic armor and so forth underneath the cloak.
Okay.
They head down one of the side alleyways, well out of the patrol area of the militia.
Okay.
Stops at a building that out front of it has a large wagon that's loaded up with household goods, chairs, things like that, as if whoever lives there is in the process of packing up and leaving town. Okay. Windows are boarded up, door is closed, etc. All the lights are out. They stop for a moment, look back and forth real quick to make sure there's nobody there, not seeing you. Produce a small key, open the door, and go inside.
Okay.
You hear the door close, and you hear a bar dropping down behind it on the inside,
I don't know
or a
where the
lock
where
acting.
the
But
group is.
I'm about to say, how did they put a bar on the door if they got in with
they would have had it up. But either way, they lock the door from the inside. You can hear that, or they draw a metal bar type thing.
Are there horses attached to the wagon?
No.
I have time.
And from your keen sight, even in the dark, it looks like the wagon's been here for more than a few days without changing.
All right. I am going to get back to the Templar's Arms as fast as possible.
Okay, you skedaddle across town. Meanwhile,
Is the blood wound still open at this point, or would it be closed?
well, yeah, it's midnight.
nightclub.
Ava is singing right now.
Okay. So I'm heading directly there.
You're heading
I'm
to the
letting
blood
them know I'm
moon.
going.
Okay.
Hey, I just found out that I can get on the show, but I gotta have the thing. But I got a buy. So that's
Okay.
all I tell them.
So you're going to the blood moon. You're going
I gotta
to
go
the
with
Temple of Ulrich. Everybody else is going back to the Templar's Arms or joining one of the
He's
two.
gonna go with me.
Okay, he's going with you to Ava's. What about the three of you?
You should come with us. Because
One
you
of
weren't
us.
here. I'm being followed by Ulrichian thugs and potentially Milton.
Ricky and Dickens.
Yeah, they encountered Milton.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So the Sigmar says, but he's
No,
partially correct.
While I am confident in my ability to fight, I would really like some assistance.
A wizard.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. If not, you can go back to the Templar Arms and you can pray over my corpse. That's fine.
Reverse psychology. Great idea.
I think he has
So I
another
can work on
thought.
him. Look how
He'll
pissed
pray-
off George is.
I think he has another thought.
To ensure that your goods are
My
confiscated
overall
and
thing
sold.
is like, yeah, we're doing a song there, but we have 2 days.
Song where?
I don't think he's actually going to do a song. I think he's going there to check other information and other leads. He's just telling the group he's going there for a song.
I had attempted to get on stage prior,
Yeah.
so I have a connection to
To
the
do a
people.
song.
No, to the people. And honestly, if I can get so
They don't
so
like me
out
to
of
do
game, here you go. Here's my
At
idea.
The Red Moon or
no, I
whatever.
don't think they were. I think they were neutral to you. I mean, other than your interaction with Ava, she's not
I mean, I yelled
super
at
fond of
Marky.
you guys.
She loves me.
Sure, in her own way.
My
You do all kinds of stuff on your own. I think I'm going to let you do this on your own.
because in all reality, my reasoning is I just got 2 noble people to agree to come watch me in the show. If I can go there and be like, hey, I can help you do this. I can help you get more people here, famous people here, just for you. Maybe I can get some information from her, or have her go. Well, I've already got DJ. Watch her slip up. See, I'm smooth.
I'm just going to cramp your style. I'm going to go back to
Okay.
the Templar Arms.
You're going back to the Templar Arms. How
You want
about
to go
you?
with me?
Sure.
Yes.
You're going back to Templar Arms.
Borgar.
What about the 2 of you over there?
I mean, you could easily
I'm
go
gonna
to
go
the crowd
start
that's
working
also
on
going
the
to the Templar
device
Arms also.
that I'm gonna
Yeah.
use as a chi machine.
Okay,
Just-
you're making a chi
I don't
machine.
know
Got
why. I have no idea why, but it sounds so. I just. Yes.
it. A chi machine.
I'm so uncomfortable by him going making the chi machine. It's like, what is
It's a vampiric thing
We're-
that sucks the life out of people.
It's working on his mantra. Gotcha.
Yes. Mostly.
Ben,
That's gonna go bad quick.
what are you doing, Ben?
Templar Arms.
Okay, so
Chi
you head to the
machine.
Temple of
That used to be
Ulrich.
the nickname.
No.
No.
It's open, but there's hardly anybody there.
Yeah.
The fire is burning bright.
expected as much. I'm just going to spend my time there, praying to Oregon, and attempt to get the voices out of my head.
You're just going to spend the whole night here?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Totally going
you stick around for an hour or two before a priest just tending the place wanders over and asks politely for you to leave. It's not a tavern and so forth. They are concerned if you need a place to stay. There is a shelter to the southwest a hospice that you could hang out at.
Nope.
If you are unable to afford a room and so forth. Other than that, I mean, you pray for a couple of hours, and you don't seem to be able to get anything to quiet down.
All right, then
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the Templar's Arms and try to get some sleep for like 2 hours.
Okay.
What you doing?
Matter of fact, a lot of the voices seem to be like arguing with each other and you and so forth. So, okay.
You should lay on your left side. No, you should lay on your right side. I thought you were a stomach sleeper.
And one of them
This-
singing constantly, I'm alleviate
Yes. Okay. So the rest of you return to the tavern. A short bit later, the elf comes in. I'm assuming you're looking for the group, or you're just getting some sleep.
I'm gathering my stuff.
Okay.
Um,
You see the elf come in. He goes up to his room. A few minutes later, he comes back down with his stuff. You see the rest of the group there in the tavern.
I'm in my bed.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go infiltrate.
Well, you went to the Red
a
Moon.
Possible,
I did.
You know,
So the
What
priest
interest?
is here and the wizard is here. Everybody else is gone.
I will go over to the group and quietly, because I don't want everybody in the tavern to know.
There's basically the barkeep. Everybody else is
I
gone
don't
to
want the
bed.
barkeep to know, because he's already partied to some shady shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's seen a lot of shit. Like
It's gonna be him. That's what's gonna be. We just don't
And
know.
I'm
He's
gonna
the mastermind.
So I followed. It was Joseph, right? Sparson.
Yep.
Okay. So I received a note. I'll bring out the card. I had the elf.
You're the only one that can read out of the three of you.
no, I can.
Okay.
I say I had
It says
had the elf
Dieter.
translate it for me, because I wanted to see if there would be any disruption at the court tonight, and there was. Joseph panicked, went straight to his buyer, so I know where the buyer is currently at. Although Joseph does have the drugs that he's looking for.
No,
Okay.
No, it does not say.
As we all
I'm
know,
just confusing
that
things.
particular drug that was on the back of that card, when all is delight, will kill you if taken more than one dose at a time.
Or
it is.
mixed with shrooms. Maybe.
It is also what, since everybody seems to believe that Milton was killed by shrooms, although I know, unless he did exactly what I told him not to do, there's no way.
Milton would never do that.
There's no way it was the drugs that killed him, because we saw him. He was alive.
Oh, I've seen it.
drugs?
Yes, I saw him
Wait
yesterday.
a minute.
It might-
What are you
then
talking about?
It could have been that this guy did kill Milton with drugs, is my point.
I
Because
don't
he
think
also
he's dead.
may not be, but he also specifically stated that he felt, or he almost seemed, what do you call that when threatened? There you go. He almost seemed threatened by Milton's advance to nobility in this town. So a little concern there, but more or less, I just want to see what the bottom line is of what he bought and why he bought it and what the intentions were. So I'm going after the buyer first, or the seller first. Sorry, the seller first, and then I plan on going after Joseph. Any questions?
Do you need me to
Go with
go?
you.
Nope.
Everybody's welcome, but where I'm going is this is more of a stealth mission.
Don't take me.
You did good.
No, I didn't.
Hey,
I only had to
nobody
murder two
found
people.
out.
Nobody knows it was you. There's no witnesses.
We got out of there without an issue.
That's
Do
right.
you really want me to do that again, though?
I don't
I'm
care.
not even here.
I
I'm
guess I'll
asleep.
stay.
He's a reluctant soldier. He doesn't like killing people.
I'm gonna.
I'm not even. No, I'm a pacifist. That's what I
Oh,
am.
I
okay.
think should come.
I'm
Make
gonna-
the rest of us seem really stealthy.
You know what? That's not a bad idea because we might be able to bait out the people that are trying to get me.
All you'd have to do is walk by the front of the place. Okay, I'll give them the basic layout of the building.
Mhm.
And we may get there, and by the time I get back, all this talking is delaying. By the time I get back, they may be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys know at least the mechanic is here, the engineer, and the soldier.
I'm upstairs.
I understand that. I understand that. So, are you going to wake and bring them?
Absolutely wake up Anders.
Anders, the
Yeah.
soldier.
I'm not even asleep.
I know you're not. You're not asleep, and you, I mean you hear
You
hear
always backed
commotion.
out of every conflict, so I don't
Oh
even
yeah,
talk
and
to
I
you
still
about
will.
Sure.
Back
Correction. Correction. There is Anders,
You are
the
actually
engineer,
racist.
and Templeton.
Good. Thank you for noticing.
I forgot about Templeton.
Yes,
I have
you
a
must
case
remember
in
Templeton.
No
Hey
cuts.
Matt, if you can't remember my name, just say the soldier.
Okay,
That's
well,
right.
But Anders has been with me on stealth missions. He's not that bad. I will go wake up Anders.
Okay. Now you hear commotion. You know something's going on. If you choose to be engaged.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just keep building my chi machine.
If nothing else, there was a cart of goods outside the house. Maybe there was something that you could gather for yourself.
Pieces for my chi machine?
Yes.
Oh,
He's
great.
got you convinced this and that. Yes, I saw some cheese
There,
on the ground.
there were chairs.
That's it. Cut him in half.
That's the start of
Household
a.
goods.
That's the start of a chi machine.
But when I wake you up, I just say stealth mission. Let's go.
You can't spell chi machine
Literally all I
without
tell
cha.
you. You make it.
Okay. I go and get my
Swear to God,
stealth
it'll be
gear
another
on.
cheat
I have a list of
You
what
have a
that
stealth
is.
gear set?
What do you
Yes,
find?
I literally bought everything. In case he ever needs me for a stealth mission.
Okay.
Where'd you go, William?
If he ever needs me for like a
With
stealth
the mask and
mission, I
everything,
specifically
so.
bought
Okay.
a set of gear.
Am I the
specifically
only
for
one
stealth.
staying in
The soldier
tavern?
says, "I'm ready."
I
Stands
can't-
up with his ninja
great.
outfit
I came
on.
back to the tavern.
That is why I was like, hey, there's
I
a bunch
like-
of stuff outside the place.
Right.
I came back to the tavern.
I'll
even-
go rummage
hey,
through the stuff
even
until I find
Templeton-
it.
Well, and again, from a game
Say you're
systems,
rat.
yeah. Again, even from a game system standpoint, again, the intent is everybody's involved. If you specifically character-wise have a different plan or whatever, that's fine. Otherwise, my preference is everybody goes.
Character-wise, my
Yeah.
guy has a
And
different plan.
quite frankly, you are the best distraction we're going to have.
If
Because
you
I'm
find
not
if
there.
you find it,
Are you here yet?
in there, let me know.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Where do
I'll
you
make
think
sure.
they've been sleeping?
Hey Matt.
Okay, so
You guys are gathering everybody. He's putting on his special stealth ninja uniform when he wanders back into the thing, having gone kicked out of the Temple of Ulrich.
Okay.
Okay.
update me on what's happening.
We're going to go infiltrate someplace.
They're all about to walk out the door in full gear
Yes.
and ninja outfit. Okay.
I have about
Sorry,
five
it's
of
alright.
them.
Well, you're
There's a
right.
chair I found.
Yours is not
Matt.
special stealth gear though; it's
Matt,
just wizard stuff.
I'm
No.
only bringing my sword and shield.
Okay,
not bothering
physician
with
stuff?
the-
Okay.
Because that's
I'm
because
already full of
darker
prayer.
colors.
Okay. Well, one of them's wearing a
Where's
plague
your
mask.
You said stealth mission.
For the record,
I specifically told him stealth mission. I need somebody to be able to infiltrate with me
So-
that can be stealthy.
I'm still.
And he did a damn good job.
Carlton.
Okay. Yes.
You are at
I
the
want you
Blood
in,
Moon
ready
Inn.
to go in,
Red Moon Inn.
but
I'm
You
very
arrive
back.
shortly after Ava's set is done. She's just coming off stage when you wander in.
It's a. Is it train? No,
The
it's not
barkeep
train. It's a
recognizes you because you sort of make a whole statement
Yep.
when you go
It's not.
places.
It's not
Um,
trained only.
He announces his own presence.
Yes, he announces. Carlton, well, I mean, still carrying that big banner
Of
around.
course. Of course. Yes, so that doesn't go down.
Anyways, you walk in. One of the waitresses wanders by and says, "Oh, did your friend get my message?"
Oh, I don't know. What was your message?
So I'm just gonna follow you.
Maybe not.
I'm
Maybe.
single.
I don't read.
She looks
so.
briefly confused and then wanders off and continues serving the patrons.
Oh,
That was quick.
okay. Messages. Okay. And
So
do I
kinda
recognize
assumed
her?
where you guys
No.
were going.
No. Okay. Cool.
Fairly
And-
attractive, athletic
And I'm
waitress.
already over here.
I felt threatened talking to her. I was like,
As you should.
But that wasn't Ava. That was.
That was not Ava.
no,
That was a
'cause Ava was
waitress.
coming out. Okay.
A fucking waitress that just scares you.
It's $849.
She's a Waffle House waitress. She's hardcore.
Yes.
Chi machine.
The Chi machine is a remarkable invention.
just
It provides a relaxing therapeutic massage that increases.
That's
the
what I've
oxygen
heard.
and blood.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's.
You should
What?
use it for
What?
2 to 3 minutes, no more. You might kill yourself.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Right.
I obviously don't want to run right up to Ava.
It's very,
because
very
that would be a
relaxing. You
problem.
might kill yourself if you use it.
But I'm going to go to the bartender, who
Okay.
recognizes me,
Sure.
and last time told me no.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's
You're back here.
Hi.
Hi.
So just perform for the graph. Like, I I mean, obviously word hasn't got back here yet, but probably pretty soon. But I did get a lot of the other nobles to agree to come here if I happen to be in the show. And I kind of would like to be in the show. Didn't know if Ava would like to talk to me about it, or if she's got time
We'll all be there
tonight or not. Or,
Okay, so he's sort of casually listening to you,
Yeah.
pouring some drinks and everything, doing the bartender thing, and just sort of
I'll be on my
half
best
paying
behavior.
attention to you. You feel a soft touch on your shoulder, and turn to see Ava there.
oh,
She says, "So, have you come to renegotiate our prior arrangement?"
did we had an arrangement?
Yes.
I was going to get on the stage. What? No? That was the arrangement?
So the arrangement that I made is with everybody. That's awesome.
Oh, well, I mean, my
I got the whole group.
I was bringing more. I thought more business to your club because.
Oh, no. You were to bring me something.
Oh.
As your elf companion
Oh,
was aware of. If that hasn't been accomplished at this point, then I would kindly ask you to leave.
oh, what's the item? Was it Dietrich? Because I got it. So Dietrich's coming. And Lady Young they're gonna come. Was that it? Was it Dietrich?
No.
Oh,
You will have to go speak to the elf.
yeah. All right. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, thank you.
Let him know I've been watching.
I will. I will. Did you watch our show? Our show was amazing. We performed for the draft.
I've heard it was entertaining, yes.
Oh, good. I'm excited for you to possibly be part of this. This is
I
like
didn't realize
this
I
is
was
even
getting
more
everybody
entertaining.
into that.
And I will super low bow to her.
Okay.
And I will
It's not good.
nod to the bartender
Okay.
and wander back out
Okay.
and hustle back to the tavern to try to find the elf because apparently we're supposed to bring her something that I didn't know. So
Okay. So you return to the tavern.
yep.
Matt was a little bit late, given that he was following people around
Okay.
town. So you get there, coincidentally, about the same time everybody else is gearing up, ready to go out to assault things in the middle of the night.
Gosh. Okay.
Okay. So as you wander in, they're just closing the door to the tavern with everybody geared up. No sign of the soldier
Oh.
because he's standing in the back in ninja outfit.
Will you stop?
He's
Will you actually stop?
Hey,
How best that you are standing so still.
elf.
Sure, I may only have a 52 stealth.
I'm teasing
But-
you.
That's good.
He's walking around
That's a
with a
lot better
giant
than
door.
mine.
He's just standing up against the door.
I believe it.
I can agree stealth, but I can
Um,
reverse and
so,
stealth it.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
I'll take
I did.
On mission. Let's
On
go.
mission?
Just teasing
Should
you.
have changed. I mean, my fancy clothes are bright, and some of you look like you got some
Stick with
some
the engineer.
better. Engineer.
Engineer has a plan.
Engineer.
You just can't talk.
Oh,
I'll take 2 seconds, run up to the room. And
The engineer's
swap
lost
stuff
in
out.
his notes right now.
okay. I'm standing next to him.
I'm
Looking over
I
my
get,
shoulder.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
that-
very
I
frustrated at
literally
this point.
Yeah, it's taking like an extra 30 minutes for
for-
everybody else because every time you're about ready to go, somebody else shows up that wants to join you. So
Because I
at
built
this point,
a
the
full
entire
block
group
box
apparently is going to
for
go on
my
this super
entire
stealth mission.
different set of stuff for different
Actually, I'm still opted out.
Hey, stealth mission. I mean, I know you told me to shut up, but stealth mission. Like I'm not good with stealth, but a distraction, very
That's
fine
not-
distraction.
Stick with the engineer.
As
He
fond
has
as
a
you,
plan.
as fond as you are of having
I have the
companions.
greatest plan, actually.
I'll just come over and be like, all right.
So how energetic are you?
I'm very energetic. It's late at night.
You
It's
can
time to
carry
go.
whatever you need.
What are we doing?
Great.
Great. Sweet. Heavy. Yeah. What you got?
Here, Regal.
Chi machine.
What?
Chi machine? What do you need me to get?
Here's the cord.
Go pull up that cart up the stairs into my room.
All I hear is a bunch of annoying
A
kids.
cart?
The
Did you get a
entire
cart?
cart.
So
That's about
you
it.
head
There's a
you head
car
out
in
into
front
the
of a whole
dark
bunch of
streets
junk.
Oh, we aren't there yet.
as the group.
That's it.
Now it's probably 1 o'clock
It's out in front of the building.
at this
Okay.
point.
It's in front of where he's going, right?
Most of the streets are empty.
For real?
Certainly as you go further to the east.
It's a whole bunch of junk.
Near the center of town, there's still
No, it's not
quite a bit of
front our
activity
tavern,
and so forth.
it's front of the
Um,
place that we're going to go assault.
Nobody really seems to care about you guys walking
Tavern.
walking the streets and so forth.
As we get closer, I explain to the group we're going to do a tandem move, whereas I'm going to be at least a turn in front of the group. You're going to keep an eye on me. The group is going to keep an eye on you. I want to keep a distance away from me so that I can be at least somewhat stealthy as we approach where we're going.
Okay.
But you want me to be as obvious as possible.
I don't, you guys can just walk down the street because you're going to be so far behind me. The only person you're going to be watching is him. The only person with eyes on me is him.
Okay. Do you have any night vision or such? Okay, so the streets are dark, heavily shadowed, and so forth. So you're going to have to stay pretty close to him to keep an eye on him.
I'm gonna watch out for people shadowing us.
Especially since I'm assuming you're stealthing somewhat.
Yep.
Right. So you're basically going to be right on top of them.
I'll explain. Is there an address I can give them?
You can give them a specific location. They can head there.
That's what I'll do.
There might be a drug of night vision.
When
maybe.
he does
I'll just
that,
give you
when
the
he passes
address. You
all
guys
that.
head there.
Okay, what's up?
You'll know it's the right place. There's a wagon sitting out front, which will have stuff that he might need.
I'm sorry, the what?
Listening.
Listening spell. Okay, you're going to
From
listen
there,
on.
make your own
Stick
decisions.
a rat on his
but
shoulder?
the windows
Oh, the
are
castle.
barred
Oh, okay.
or
I'm gonna watch out for
boarded.
people shadowing us.
front door locked
Okay,
and
keep an eye out
possibly
if everybody's
barred.
following you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be trying to find a different way in.
Well, you know, I'm bringing 2 healing shots, my lantern, and my sword and shield.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm geared up.
So,
I'm geared for bear.
That's
I've
amazing.
got
Okay,
everything
that's
I
fine.
have.
so
I have
you're
my lantern lit.
okay. You guys are laying out a plan a couple of blocks away.
Yeah.
Wizard reach out, touches you on the shoulder.
Not touch. I did not communicate at all to him.
Okay. He does something. You don't know what. Sorry.
Is it something
Light spell.
Is this something I have to be willing
No.
for?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I take off.
Okay. So you take off, and Ben's
Stab
trying to
through
stay
the
near you,
banner.
so he can keep an eye on you, or
At
you're
this
just going
point,
to meet
Ben,
him.
I'm bringing with me. The group is just going to head to the address.
Just walk there, and you guys are hustling there. Okay. So you guys get there fairly quickly. The rest of the group is a couple of minutes behind you. Okay. It's like I said, it's a residence, a couple stories tall, looks abandoned. The windows are all shuttered up and boarded. There's a cart in front loaded up with household goods, chairs, tables, things like that. Looks like it's been out in the weather for at least a few days. There's a layer of snow on it and frost. There's a door leading into the building, currently closed, and from the looks of it, no lights on inside.
We're trying to find a back door.
I'm going to try to find a way in. Yes.
15 minutes.
The key is, and I would have explained everything because I would hope that everybody understood it by me saying we're trying to get this person. We need them alive.
Okay, so no slashy. Or
Alright.
punchy.
I just head to the building, and I say now's the time to be as quiet as possible. We got a couple minutes. I hope.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find a way in. The group's going to draw attention to the front door, so let's try to find a back way in.
Before we move on, if he's like lock picking something or trying to open a door, I am keeping an eye out for people like coming down alleys or something.
Okay, so you
Sorry.
seem to be in a quiet, out of the way street. There's no sign of people at all. I mean, even several minutes away, the only noise you can hear is the group walking down the street.
Yeah, just when he's like doing something that
Understood.
might take a minute or two.
Okay, so you guys
keep
go
an
around.
eye
You
out.
guys go around the back. There is a low wall that you can fairly easily scale over to drop into the backyard.
Okay.
It's only a 5x10 section or whatever.
Okay.
And looking over the wall, there is a single door that leads in. There's an old table, a broken chair, and so forth,
I'll
and some debris spilled in the room. Or in
pause
the-
for
in
the
thing.
equivalent of a round
Okay.
to just observe to see if there's anything that looks out of place, like a chained up dog sitting over in the corner.
No, it's not that. It's not that big. I mean, with your eyesight and everything, you take it in fairly quickly. It looks like all the stuff here is just rubbish that's been discarded, more than anything else.
I look at you and say, debris on the ground. Watch your step. And head over.
Okay. Drop in without much difficulty. Soft crunch in the snow.
Okay.
I honestly could not hear a word.
Okay.
That's good. He's being stealthy.
Move to the door.
Okay.
And I'll listen before I start checking it to see if it's
Give me
locked.
a blind GM perception roll.
Blind. So this is blind GM.
Uh-huh.
All right. And perception.
Sounds quiet.
Okay.
You said
Seems
the,
like the place is empty.
I'll check it. See if it opens.
No.
you said the wall was only
Lock
like,
picks.
It's
5 feet?
yeah, maybe a 4 or 5 foot wall.
Okay.
You have to climb
same
over
height
it, but
as
it's not hard to do.
me. Okay.
Actually, I'll try to listen to see if I can hear where the group is. Hoping.
You can hear footsteps
He's
in the
probably
in the
talking and
in the
stuff.
distance and everything, but you're not sure how long you have.
minutes. We're around.
Hear banner rustling.
I will count to 30
Okay.
and then pick a lock. Or
Yeah, I mean, I would say you would roughly estimate you have, I'm going to say 5 minutes before they get there. If you want to wait longer, you tell me how long about you want to wait before they get there.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock first.
Okay. Give me a lockpick roll.
Do I need to do it blind?
Nope.
I'm
You know
literally
whether it's
just,
successful.
I'm literally just looking over the wall because I'm tall enough I can easily just do that.
Should have just freaking rolled it on this because it's so much easier. I rolled good, but
Okay.
that's on here. Pick lock. That's one of my dex based shits. 135.
Okay. Do you have lockpicks, or is this
Yes,
a
I have
dagger you're using?
lockpicks.
Okay. So yeah, you pick the lock. Takes a couple of rounds to do so, and after a little bit, the rusty lock, you hear it pop open.
Okay.
Looks like this lock or the door hasn't been opened in quite some time.
I don't have oil. Do you have any oil? Use it.
Okay, I hop over the wall, trying to land in the same spot he did.
I turn around and go.
He's not there. He's still on the outside of the wall. You just see him looking over it.
I didn't hear you at all.
Okay, you hop over.
I'm trying to mimic his footsteps.
You have oil. You have a flask of oil.
Yeah, lamp oil. Yeah.
Okay, that's oil. Okay, so he gives you some oil. You grease up the hinges and everything as best you can. Yeah. Your hands are only slightly oily now.
I'm just letting you know I only have one more.
All right. And then
Now he's flammable.
I only got one more.
We'll come up later.
Yep, it will.
Heal you. Oh shit.
Look, I got one of those fire crowns too, Ernum. Is it protecting me
I'm
now?
so sorry.
I'm just smoking a cigarette.
I feel like that will come back to haunt
That
me.
will probably come back to bite you. Yes. It's like it'll burn you.
Hey, man, I'm just letting you know I only got one more.
Alright. So I will. Oh shit! I'm going to not wait for the group yet because I want to see if this is. People haven't used the door. Obviously, I'm going to try to open the door
Okay.
as quietly as I can.
Okay. You give the door a tug. It opens. There's a little bit of squeaking, but the oil certainly makes a big difference. Inside, it opens into a living space. There's a kitchen on the far side. You can see the front door from here. A stairwell leading up.
All right. At
Place
this
looks
point,
abandoned. There is no table, no furniture, anything else. Everything that's of use looks like it's already been taken. There's some trash and so forth just discarded, but that's it. Like broken stuff.
I work my way in
I
and see what he
honestly
does.
I honestly understood that.
Okay, so he goes in. What are you doing?
I'm staying at the door.
Okay.
From what I can tell from that,
And?
it's stealthily and keeping an eye out.
Okay, you're just going to watch him from the door.
And listen
Okay.
to see if I can tell if
Okay, so
anything's
you move in,
down
seemingly quiet. Place seems abandoned.
or- think this-
There's a cold draft blowing in through one of the windows where the glass is broken.
What's on the front door that's locking or barring it?
There's a old metal bar that's drawn across it, and then a lock.
I start checking the floor for any type of dust or anything that's been this
Okay,
abandoned. I
give me a
start
survival roll.
tracking.
That's a blind one.
Tracking is separate, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
an
so.
advanced thing.
Yeah, I have track,
Okay,
so I don't know if I need to roll that or survival.
tracking.
But yeah,
Right, I
I'm
think I
listening
have
for
that
hushed
too.
voices or people walking downstairs
No,
or upstairs.
like I said, you hear the group in the distance,
Blind?
slowly getting close. Yes.
Okay.
While we're going over there, we see some
That's track, by the way.
we see some homeless people that are on the side of the road. I want to ask for my bedroll.
Okay.
See if they've seen anything.
No, you do not see any homeless
You think
people
you're
in
crazy.
that area.
He's actually crazy.
That's right.
I need my bedroom. Have you seen my bedroom?
Definitely three.
What's that?
Three.
His name is Jenny.
None that you've seen so far.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what your name is.
So, yeah, there definitely seems to be some footprints.
Okay.
They lead past the stair, around the corner of it. Doesn't seem like they go up the stairs or anything else.
Secret doors.
Looking over there, that looks like a basement access.
I should have went
Like a
back
hatch.
right away. Okay. I'm gonna pause because if they happen to be in the basement, I don't want to fight them alone. And if it's a tunnel system, it's not gonna help me anyway. So because I've been gone too long, so I'm gonna wait the 2 or 3 minutes
For the rest of the
for
group
the
to arrive?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're listening, you hear the group slowly approaching if you want to do anything else.
You
He's-
seem,
He
you can
seems to
see me.
indicate, yeah, he seems to
Yeah.
indicate that he's just waiting at this point.
I'm trying to get the layout of the room.
Okay, so looking in through the back door, you're facing into a large room. At the far edge is a kitchen. Directly ahead of you is the door where he's standing at, reading out the front. Off to your left is a stairwell leading up, and just past the stairs to your left is a closet access area or whatever that has a hatch that leads down into a lower level, a basement or something.
I think I get that more now.
Okay.
And he's like
He's at the front door.
Okay.
I'm staring at the door that leads down, though. I'm
Okay,
literally
just keeping an eye on it.
focused. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see the spider.
I'll just stand on the outside still, but still ready to go in fast if needed.
Okay. Give me a
So,
perception
before
roll.
you do that,
Sure.
perception?
When I am staring at that, I wanted to look at him and say, if he can even see me, I guess that's bad. I'm gonna stealth my way back over to where I'm close enough to him,
Mhm.
where I believe he can hear me. And I go back inside
Okay.
to where I can keep an eye on that door.
Okay.
Okay, with that, I'm going to go right inside the door.
He said, "Don't look in, look out."
I'm going to go right inside the door, like behind the wall of the door frame, like
Okay.
on the inside, not the outside.
And look out the open back door.
I like that. That was good, John. I like
No, I would close it
Okay. Close the door and then keep an eye.
quietly, and just sit in the corner effectively.
the building is baby in the corner.
Okay. So you give him some instructions. He slowly closes the door, and then goes and sits down in the corner.
Stealthily.
I just shake my head.
You're in timeout, Buster.
You said make a perception check.
No, not at this point. Okay. So a couple of minutes go by. The rest of the group is approaching on the main street. Do you guys have any other than just being rowdy people walking down the street that's otherwise abandoned? You guys doing anything special?
I am low key proselytizing as we're walking.
Low key.
Proselytize it?
What's that?
That's
Yeah, you're keeping an eye behind the group, trailing behind him slightly.
I'm preaching.
Trying to sell yourself.
No, that's
Debating.
I'm prostitution.
Okay, you have a torch. So
Proselytizing.
it's
is
well
something
lit for you,
fake
at least in the
as opposed to
immediate
your
area.
boss.
You guys walk up to the address that Matt gave you. The place, like I said, literally looks abandoned. There is a large wagon out front. It's loaded up with old and low quality furniture. Looks like it's been out in the weather for several days. It has a layer of snow on it. There's a stout door leading in, and all the windows are boarded up and closed.
Well, it's already
Okay.
open, so let's just leave.
I immediately start helping. We're going in the. He and I are digging through the trash.
Yeah, Carlton moves up and starts digging through the trash in the wagon.
I was told the wagon was where I needed to go.
So the way this is laid out, there's a front door and a back door,
There's a front door that faces into the street. There's
and that's where the
presumably
wagon is there.
yeah.
Okay, I thought the wagon was in the back of the
No,
building.
but the wagon's in front of the building where they would load up their furniture to leave
And
town.
the door's open?
No, door's closed.
Is this
No
something
sign
you
of
can
the
use?
elf or the
Is
soldier.
this something you can
Let me know
use?
when I can read.
I'm not there.
Is this something you can
I'm gonna.
use?
I'm just
sneak
gonna
around
walk
back.
up and
Try the door?
Try the door.
Okay, it doesn't open, at least directly, but yeah, you,
Okay.
assuming you open it for him.
You probably.
Yeah, you try the door. It doesn't open. You hear the bolt on the other side get moved out of the way, and then it swings open. You see the elf standing in the dark.
Oh,
You see
And
the
you
soldier
swing a
sitting
hammer.
down in the corner.
You swing your hammer as the
Right above him is a fairly large spider web with a 2-inch spider crawling on it.
Leave it.
They went down to the basement. Might be a tunnel system. I don't know. I'm gonna head that way.
The wizard's standing there with the torch. The whole room looks pretty low quality. I mean, it's Low quality for what you guys are used to, but it's a regular house, nothing unusual per se. Not like they built a low quality
Point at
house.
the tracks on the floor, see obvious. And
Sure.
I walk towards the door.
One or two of you see something there. Sure.
It's dusty. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, I just start following him.
Okay. Yeah, just right around the corner to the right, there's a set of stairs that leads up to the upper levels, and a hatchway down to the basement
Did you
on the
clear
right.
the upstairs?
There was no tracks leading upstairs. No.
I cleared the upstairs.
Careful. Quiet.
So you're gonna go upstairs?
Yeah.
I sound like a dreadnought walking. I don't know why you think.
That's why I have an arrow knocked. I'm nervous.
Space Marine walks into the room.
Anders, watch the back door. We left it unlocked.
I'm at
I'm not
Anders.
Anders, so.
Erdem. All you humans look alike. I'm sorry. Erdem.
One.
Back
both-
door was left unlocked.
You're both
now,
dressed in black. So.
Now unmanned, so be careful.
Okay, so you head upstairs?
Yes, stealthily.
Okay. You move upstairs. There's a couple of bedrooms, all of which have what you would expect.
Willem?
Looks like
Is that what
there,
it is?
there's a larger bed and things like that couldn't have easily been moved.
Hey, Andy,
All the regular
you
personal
need a
effects are
torch to look
gone.
through the junk?
The place looks
Look,
like it's
take the
been
torch, yeah.
emptied out
Okay.
as
Yeah,
people
you
have
bring a
left.
torch.
Show you with landing
Take
after
torch.
the jump.
Nothing else.
Is there a certain thing?
There's
I'm supposed
nobody
to look
up there
I have a
now.
lot of HP.
for? Like,
I'm not
Okay,
there.
I'll
Oh,
come back
I'm
I'm
downstairs
not there.
Take a hit.
and tell Matt it's
I,
clear.
But
Andy,
specifically chains
I've-
and manacles.
you've
Because I can
seen-
find them.
Change manacles?
You've seen how good I am at climbing.
Manacles, okay.
If something
That's a good
bad
idea.
happens, stand
You've
next to
seen
you
how
with the
good I am
torch.
at climbing.
Stand next to you, the
Well,
torch?
Yes.
Not
Am I supposed to follow you in? 'Cause I was supposed to go through
If there's something
Yeah,
down
they're
there,
outside
react
going
fast.
Are
through
you
the
staying with
rubbish.
me by the
Your
tracks?
axe ready.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put my
Don't
greatsword.
kill it.
They keep
Let's go.
changing the plans.
Are you sure
every
you
other-
don't want
Yeah,
me to go
He's
down
basically standing right at the doorway, I'm going to
Okay.
assume.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
The
by
two of
track.
them are going through the wagon looking for stuff. For the there's plenty of raw materials, but nothing of particular value.
Okay. Any chunks of chain or manacles or anything in there?
No.
I saw.
No?
No
I
chunks
saw.
of chain or manacles.
You know,
Okay.
me,
That would
Matt,
not be a
saw
common
you try.
household
Alright,
good.
So you want me to jump down?
Yes.
First broken
I'll be right
broom I
behind you.
find, I'm going to take that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I think that will be helpful to him.
Okay.
Cool, but
A broom you can do.
Broken broom.
he agrees.
He's, are you willing to open it?
She disagrees.
No,
I,
Alright, I'm
I
with you,
go
Aaron.
downstairs,
He's
tell
opening
Matt.
it.
Okay.
That's clear.
He's going down,
Yep.
and then I'm at right after him.
I'm gonna draw my
It's
greatsword. Any hit I specifically do with the greatsword, if it's a humanoid creature, I am going to try to knock it unconscious. Again,
To do it.
Okay. Well, let me know at the time.
yeah.
Okay.
when the
I'm
tra-
gonna turn the spider.
Just figure
if he
out.
doesn't
I
attack
will
me.
forget.
Okay.
Inevitable time it attacks.
It just looks like it's big. It's a spider. Those are scary, but it's really just
If it's
out.
any
Black
hit
Widow.
I'm killing it.
the trap door,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make sure that when I open it,
Mhm.
I open it so that when the lid comes up, I'm on the back side of the lid. So that if there's arrows coming up, I can.
You can do that. There's enough space to probably position yourself, but it opens up and leans up against the wall.
Fuck it, I'll just stand next to it then and just
Okay.
flip it open.
Okay.
I'll have
Okay.
a pistol out ready to.
I'm literally behind him, so when he jumps in, I'm going to be.
No pistol.
Okay. You give it a strong yank. There's a bit of a rattle. Seems to be barred.
Okay, I put the pistol away.
Everybody, give me a blind perception roll.
Pathetic.
If you insist.
Oh wait, blind.
Is it barred or
You didn't
locked?
check for traps.
My perception.
It appears to be barred. There's no lock
Alright,
on it.
roll-
Did you get mine?
I did.
Okay.
Fuck.
I don't know how to add a plus 20 to this.
Okay.
Or a plus 10.
/R space 1d100
Okay.
plus
Would
whatever.
you consider this during combat?
No.
Oh man.
I also have 6 sense.
Okay.
If that matters at all.
Sure.
And all the other senses.
Yeah. All
I
the
got
other
plus
senses.
67.
7 cents and 8 cents.
Oh, but
Yeah, I know you have. I know you have some other ones.
My initiative is
Oh, is that
actually
special
really
blind?
high.
It was.
okay.
Oh, Artem rolled publicly.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, is there like a skill for falling?
Falling?
No, it's a natural talent.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a talent.
ah,
Okay, for
splat.
landing then.
Okay. So you guys pull on the thing. It is
Oh,
barred
okay.
from the other
Yeah.
side. There's no lock or anything like that on it. It rattles, makes quite a bit of noise. You get a distinct sense that you just alerted someone or someone's down below because of the noise it made. You get the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Nothing immediately explodes or attacks you or anything, but the hatch appears to be barred.
Can I kick it in?
How difficult would it be for me to disarm said bar?
Pretty difficult from the exterior. There's no way to get to it.
Hold on a second. Like my character would know, but I want to just double check.
Sure.
Knock.
And were the buildings next to it also abandoned like this?
Yeah, all the houses here are.
Probably.
No,
Well,
just
probably
press
the
the
hammer
check.
would be better.
No, that's to me.
One.
That's fine.
Unless you're
Yeah, that would
chop
work.
your-
I'm gonna knock
It
her.
says it's a lock, not a
Oh.
bomb.
It's generic
No,
enough.
it's a
I'm fine with that.
two-handed
Okay,
maul.
I'm gonna try to
Two-sided
open
maul.
the thing
Pickaxe.
right away, though.
Hammer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that has to be touched. So, Erdem steps forward real quick, passes his hand over it.
Okay. Flip it open.
It's crazy.
Yeah, as soon as he does, you swing it open.
As long as
Um,
I don't roll a 5 or below it, those spells
yeah.
are auto.
Pretty much. But if you get more than 6 successes,
No, I have the protection.
okay. Good to have protection,
He's just immune to anything. You know.
especially with Chi Machine. So you swing it
No one's
open.
immune to
Sounds like
Inside is a short shaft. There is there's a ladder on the side. Leads down into a basement. You can see lantern light down below, and you hear movement.
I step back, wait for tank type people to drop down.
Okay.
I do call out. I step back and say, "We're here to talk. I represent."
Do
The
any of you,
Lollipop Guild.
do any of you have enhanced hearing or anything like that?
No,
No.
he probably does though.
With your with your.
You do have those big ears. Maybe you do, but
I just have I don't have enhanced hearing.
okay.
I'm working on it, but nobody seems to have the
I
ability to
put
enchant
that.
it.
I put that setting in.
You do have enhanced hearing because of that ear.
Yeah.
It just
I
brings
bet
you back to
If you
normal.
want to
Only
say I
you
do,
were
then by all
dwarf.
means.
No.
If only you were a dwarf.
That 247 I rolled, I think you have enhanced hearing.
I don't like that it's removable. You have removable enhanced hearing.
You
So
haven't found,
it
you
is
haven't found the
the
off switch
thing.
behind. That's why they keep putting stuff in there because they
You
just
remember
leave
that
the off
song?
Yes,
switch
I
behind
do.
you.
It's not fun. Like the off switches. Maybe it's the on switch.
Do we care
Is that
about
how they
people?
turn you on?
Do we care about people like?
Hey, ears.
Do we care about people being injured?
Yes.
How far is the drop?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, I can jump down.
I had dwarf die from a 10-foot fall. You go right ahead. Sean has made me very scared of all falls.
Go for it, Dad.
Okay.
I'm not jumping down there.
You gonna drop down?
Sure. If he does,
Okay.
I immediately do behind him as the meat shield.
Well, it softens your landing too.
Left hand. If he falls and moves forward, I guess I should say, if he drops and moves forward, I will. Drop.
Then you'll drop down on him.
I'm assuming that there's a athletics check or something that'll land without damage.
I believe there is
There's
a
no acrobatics.
yeah.
There's athletics and climb.
Make
Both of which I'm skilled in. I just,
Yeah.
You say a gamble roll?
Endurance.
Yeah, that makes
ga-
sense.
gamble to see if you break your legs. Or
Right.
Endurance.
If you're not
Yeah.
Yeah,
gamble,
you're
then
stronger than me. It already makes you more skilled than me.
They're
Climbing.
climb.
Let's make them do a
Agility,
road test.
I have
athletics,
10
never
ranks
done
in
row.
climbing. You're
A
probably
what?
still good.
Row test.
A row test?
What dodge?
No.
You're still
Dodge?
good.
Rowing
Never
doesn't
done-
apply.
Never done that.
Well, you haven't ever rowed a boat.
I had row skill as
It's
well.
dodge.
I did.
It's no. It would be an athletics roll with the ability to reduce
Swim
it down
got
to a
used
10-foot
once.
fall at a
Yeah.
maximum.
And I died.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
so
already a 10 foot.
it is already in this case.
So it
So
wouldn't be an issue.
it's not necessarily going to do. The athletics is really not relevant because it's a short enough fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
If it's
just
a
gonna-
controlled fall, you just drop and you take minimal damage. I mean, a 10-foot fall
Yeah.
typically is not bad.
It's just
Now,
jumping
you
down.
catch your arm on the ladder or something like that. That could be awkward and humorous.
I guess arguably a 10-foot fall to me, if you can do it as a control, would be no damage. Period.
Correct, but
If we could grab a hold. Well, okay, he's jumping down. I'm dropping, grabbing a hold, and then
Yeah.
dropping below.
okay,
Dropping the edge.
which is different than just dropping down the whole distance,
Right.
like dropping off of a roof.
I really want him to do it, but he
Okay.
doesn't seem to be willing.
And I'm also assuming you have a weapon out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Matt,
which is different
want me to
given
go in front of
a,
you or not?
a tunnel. So,
Yeah.
okay,
It's up to you. If you
Just
if you
give me the
wish
roll.
to stop me, then and go in front of me,
okay.
I'll let
So you are going to
Yes.
roll a percentile, open-ended, plus 10 for the fall, minus your natural defense,
Natural defense.
natural DB.
So not your athletic skill, but natural.
The athletics just reduces it to 10, so you can reduce it if you drop to 20 or 30-foot fall, you can reduce it down to 10. It you still got your DB.
I get you. I get
Okay.
So plus 10 minus my natural defense.
you. Yeah. So no
What-
shield, no parry.
Yeah.
Just,
Right.
Just
While they're debating pulls and stuff like that, I'm obviously probably not going to go down there for that.
oh, no, that's not open ended.
No, Jesus.
Other entrances on the side? Sure.
He's like,
you can look around.
93.
A route they're
Nice.
going out of.
Sure, you can look around.
Am I going up or am I going
I'm
down?
gonna have.
You were going down
Yeah,
into
I'm
the hole,
following
but
you.
you're rolling up to take
Yeah.
damage.
I'm staying next to her.
So it's 103 minus your DB.
It gives me a plus
Yeah.
10
Okay.
with
That's fine.
magic. So
93.
I figured.
Wait,
I figured you
hit
also
points?
don't have. I figured you also don't have a weapon, so it's
59.
like, well,
59.
you can
okay.
be my torchbearer.
It's wrong.
Okay.
That's
That's
not too
what
bad.
it is. Like his.
It's this plus 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
have 44.
punch,
Oh,
punch, burn, burn, punch, punch.
All of you have pretty good DB.
Wait,
A 10
hit
foot fall,
points?
unless you roll really bad, i.e., 96 plus,
Right.
is probably not going to hurt
It
you.
was close.
Well, it'll hurt him.
Okay, well, maybe.
What's your DB or what's your AT armor type?
13.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Is it your chi machine?
59s.
59. Okay, so you hit the ground, taking a 9A.
Yeah, it's one of the worst tables to do. This is exactly what happened to me, and he rolled a natural 100 on the A and killed my character. I was like,
God, I'd be so pissed.
it was my first
Yeah, we can
I was
match your
gonna
sword.
say,
first role playing
Huh?
character.
We get a magic
All right,
sword
I'm sorry,
back.
role master character ever.
Yeah, when's it?
And so yes, my first death in role.
Watch, they're gonna build
And
a
what's
model
your
with
favorite
3D
game?
printer.
It is. It always been role master. Love it.
It is surprising how often the first game of Rolemaster everybody plays, they get horribly mutilated or killed, and yet it always becomes their favorite game.
It is.
I don't actually remember
Dad?
how my character died. My first one.
Yes, Ben.
I'm going to specifically go before
My
Matt.
dad fell on him, taking
But
away
I'm
my
going to
Okay.
My
climb the
dad
ladder
fell
down.
on my character, taking away one
Okay,
of my
well,
favorite
he said specifically he was going after he moved out of the way.
Yes.
If he wants to wait for you, that's fine. I don't really care. I will let you guys define as soon as I find my pencil.
Not okay with you climbing.
And land on a table full of sharp objects.
Where's the pencil go?
I took it.
You took my pencil, man.
You're taking too much time.
You are. Okay, roll
I'm
percentile.
actually faster.
Roll your own fate.
37.
37 on an A. You land badly on your shin. You're going to lose initiative initially. You have armor type 13, so there's no leg grieves. You take 6 extra hits, and you have a -5 penalty due to a bruise on your leg.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
I just saw your funny.
Okay? So I am going to assume William is first at this point because he jumped down first.
Just means I have a
Amongst the
99
group of you,
weapon skill.
who wants to go second? I'll
I
let
will.
you guys decide. Okay?
I will. I start crawling down the ladder.
You're going to start climbing down the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
All these people are killing me. Can I drop past him?
No.
I'm
You can't-
4
you can-
times your size.
You can drop and both of you fall if that's what you want to do. I get it. It's not that big of a hole.
But if I get him, then him at the same time, and then I jump, it's only like a 3-foot fall.
Okay, again, you
Just serve
you have the faster dexterity, agility, etc. You could certainly react before the priest wants to.
No, I'm.
If you want to wait for him to shoulder past and start climbing down, that's fine. If you want to jump down immediately, that's fine too.
I'll effectively
I'll let
go
him go.
last.
You're going to let him go? Okay. So Thad's going next. Who's going after Thad?
Okay.
You
No,
two are
can
going
go and
last.
just jump down.
You're outside,
Oh,
admittedly.
you're
So.
outside actually thinking like
You
they
go
have
and just
extreme
jump
interest.
down. I know
Yeah.
it's
So
going
Ben or
Since he's already down, I don't even attempt to go down at this point. I'm letting them go down.
okay.
anyway.
So Ben's gonna go third.
Yep. All
then
I'm
Matt.
doing for the top is say, "Do not fight us. We want to talk." Is what I'm yelling.
Okay.
As 3 heavily armored
Okay.
jackets are going
I
down.
don't care with that.
Those 3 Terminators just fall.
I don't think you'll really only have one Terminator, and he's on the ladder.
That's what they're doing in Gaza.
Okay.
I'm also excited to play Alliance.
Who do we have?
I think this game will be fun.
Are you the
A
ones?
lot more
These turtles.
I'm traders.
on bats.
The Borg.
Can't wait to wipe out your entire
I
faction.
was the
Yeah,
dinosaur
we're
on
all
the
back.
highway to the center of the board.
Play so many infantry on
The
board.
majority of us are natural.
Fish. You know, they do the fish bowl.
Space fish.
They're fragile. That's one of their abilities.
And highly intelligent.
The majority of us are natural creatures, and then you have my father.
Bryce is not playing Assimilate.
Assimilate.
Unreserved water
That's,
so
that's
garbage.
literally what he does.
Yeah, they're not that great.
About round 3, everybody has the same exact ability as you. And it's just like, well, this was pointless.
Yep.
It's usually later, but we
And he
always have someone
immediately
that can
gets my
steal.
ability.
I get all
I
abilities.
mean, last time you literally just instantly stole my.
Yes, because that's what my abilities are.
Andy,
I know.
I'm keeping Mirage this time.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
It's a mirage.
For as long as you can.
So you drop down. You look around. You see 2 guys currently in the room. They are currently standing. The first one is wearing chainmail with bracers, a helmet, wielding a fairly nasty-looking 2-handed sword.
I have fairly
Does not seem to be happy to see you there, and as you stumble, landing on the ground, he moves forward to strike at you. The other one is a bit younger, medium strong build, a bit of an unhealthy look to him. Numerous warts on his hands and fingers and so forth. Dressed in a chainmail shirt, or chain hauberk, I mean. Has a dagger and a pair of knuckle dusters on his hand. Okay? Well, a dagger and knuckle dusters on his other hand. Okay? As you drop down, the first one calls out, Anton, they're coming up! And then they move forward to attack.
I'm.
Boy, I should have
Before
loved
the
sitting
fight
in my
starts,
room building a cheese.
Can I try to
I'm
intimidate?
living the life
No.
right now, man.
No, the fight's already started.
Huh?
Effectively, as soon as they
No, I'm
set
not.
off the or
I'm in
lock,
my room building
release the
cheese.
lock and everything, they were
I'm
alerted,
the only
and then it's a
person
matter of
who's
how
not.
quickly you guys manage to get down
Close
there.
to there.
Like the room isn't very big; they're basically right on top of you.
Oh, so
They're attacking.
I
Yeah,
dropped
not
the
using a map.
Got it.
Okay. So, what is your first? I need you to make a stun maneuver.
Will you give him permanent nightmares of you?
Yes, because you were stunned, so you need to make a fortitude
Oh,
test.
I have something for this. Iron Jaw. You are made of sturdy stuff and can weather even the strongest blows. Whenever you gain 1 or more stun conditions, you may make an immediate challenging +0 endurance test to not take one of them. With each success level
Okay.
removing a stun condition.
Okay, make that toughness roll. Keep them on that's modified by any hits you've taken.
Yep. Plus with the -5 from the ankle.
No,
Okay, that's important.
that doesn't affect your mental
Where is my
ability.
endurance? I'm blind.
You've gone blind too? Well, that's going to be.
It's on the left-hand side near the bottom.
It's under drive. One of the other skills that we never.
Third one.
There's a
Bottom
wagon there.
Keep going. Scroll down.
Training and drive.
Okay, you know, it's not up to me to define what actions you guys do. You want to drive something, you go drive
So
something.
there's drive. It should be right below that. You're going too
Both in
fast.
real life and in the
You
game.
did drive to the library today.
Endurance.
Okay.
You keep skipping it.
Thank you. So,
And then found out the joys of
How
Uber.
much do you pay for insurance for him?
I think his came out to 120 a month.
Because I quoted USAA last night. It was $300 fucking dollars a month for him.
How much is mine?
It's expensive.
Yours raises about 118.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Now, mind you, different vehicles.
Different vehicle, different levels,
I
and so
couldn't
forth.
believe it. Oh was like,
117.
117. Okay. So the stun doesn't apply to you at all. You don't need to make any stun maneuver or whatever because
Yeah,
your
he's gonna
grit
do
or
all
whatever
the
it was able to
Iron
remove.
Jaw.
So what is your defense?
Also, grades
40.
make a difference. They give you big
39.
39. Okay. That one is affected both by the minus. Well, no, the -5 doesn't affect your natural defense,
Okay.
but your hit points do.
Don't have any
two that's
hit points. on
No
there.
hit point net. Okay, so just normal defense.
Yep.
Except you have 2 attacks coming in.
44 for both of them.
Okay, well it's natural defense, so you're pretty much stuck with that.
It'll stay
Yeah.
in the lane.
Okay.
It'll do all the shit. It literally will drive
So
itself.
let
I
me
don't
get
understand why
a.
So Williams, so we're gonna have a free sword, right?
You might.
Good luck.
Yeah, but you
Getting
can't
it.
hit
Oh, you're
shit
gonna be
with this.
dead,
It will
so that's why we're saying we're gonna
Oh, I
have a free
may be
sword.
dead.
I've
I don't think
accidentally
you'll be able
almost
to use it.
into so much shit with
I
that
wouldn't
thing
be using
because
it.
of the blind spots.
Just the intrinsic value of such a thing is
like,
worth enough.
That specific
There's
sword
a
type
hole there.
that he has is very nice.
Nobody knows it's magical.
It's
He
not
does.
the
I
magic,
does.
Oh.
and it's not the magic. It's the fact that it's of the type of sword it is. It's rare and nice.
He specifically knows it's magical. He can just see it.
Oh. Then you can prove I'm not crazy.
No,
If-
he's gonna let everyone think
If
that.
he chooses to.
Yeah.
Okay, so their skill. Let's see. Weapon skill.
Magic I can play through Monday.
Oh,
How about the other guy
Same thing
though?
with the set.
I'd be talking.
Okay.
How about
Yeah,
You
the guy's
said. What's your defense, you said?
44.
44.
Sean, is there any way I can fall on the dude that's attacking me?
No, they're not underneath the shaft. He is.
Please don't fall on me.
He dropped down and they were
Shaft
waiting for him.
down,
Okay.
tunnel this
Yeah.
way.
A
They're
room.
fighting.
Yeah, room around him.
Okay, okay.
So.
Oh, all the way like this.
Not all the way around. He's in a corner or a back wall. They're coming from one direction towards him. But given that they were alerted, they were ready for him when he dropped down.
Right.
Okay.
I might need like a shield with like spikes on the front of it, so when they
Spike
attack me,
palisade.
they take damage.
Yeah, that'd be
Armor
cool.
type
We get 13.
13. Okay. The first one slices you for a 21D.
Okay, that applies negative effects.
I would hope so.
what? No way.
Yeah, well, it's not,
Um,
that's not
nuh-uh.
25% at all.
That's the great sword, right?
That is the great sword.
Not mine.
Please
Not
don't
even
just
20.
chop
I
my
think,
head off.
that's like 50% of me. I get no hit points on any of it.
Breaks your weapon arm. Your
Oh,
weapon goes flying out of your hand.
Oh,
Thank
You
God
take-
I don't have any other weapons.
You take 8 hits
I was wondering how long.
and make another standard stun check to see if you ignore the stun.
Even the archer has like 4 weapons on him. Come on now.
I have a great sword.
I have like 15.
You think you're special?
We had this same discussion about the previous character.
I've got 7.
No, it was
Like-
Ben's character.
Oh, was it Ben's? Okay.
What?
About only having one weapon.
Always carry another weapon.
Always.
Always.
I actually, if you're a fighter type, you
What'd you
carry 4 minimum.
Still figuring that out.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's a 4 minimum.
Or a
I was
morning
just
star.
thinking about it, like, I've got 4
Look, who wasn't carrying 6?
pistols.
Neil?
Steve.
Steve, okay. 6 more.
Okay, mirrors on my chest.
What'd you get?
96.
I didn't bring the blunder.
You rolled a 96 or a total of 96?
It's gonna be one of those things
Okay,
I fire
so you are
once
stunned
and
without
never
parry?
fucking use it again.
Yeah.
For 1 round. Now, when you act, it'll go away, but in the meantime, I need a standard endurance check with all your penalties to see if you can overcome it as a secondary roll.
Oh, I don't know. No idea.
No,
Palisade,
I rolled the
Palisade
exact
is,
same
right?
thing.
Okay, so you are stunned without parry when the dagger comes in.
Well, there goes
A
me.
palisade is something, it's like an anti-army, you put it up as, it's, you like would fight from behind it with pikes and spears and charging things would run into the spikes.
Dagger.
It's,
and
palisade is not something you
Other
carry.
North Palace.
A spiked shield,
Yes.
usually spikes are just an addition to a shield. I don't, your dad would have to talk about that too. I have no idea how
Well,
they apply
that's
this game.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know, spikes on like armaments tend to be like have a bad connotation where
And what's your defense
I wouldn't
currently?
recommend such things.
Yeah, very chaosy.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you made it decorative enough
34.
in the symbol of
Counting
something,
penalties for hits
like-
and the.
I
What's the
am
one
a
that's
little
like a
above
lance
4
sword?
HP.
or something like
Okay,
that.
you're still above half, so only
yeah,
minus
like
10.
a
Okay.
decorative,
34.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then it would be applicable. In
I have a
Japanese.
little under 100 HP.
Okay.
It would cost.
Okay.
Is my point.
Oh, boo-hoo. I like... I don't even have
I just took half of that in a single hit.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Thanks
If you have a
for
little
showing.
over 100, then you didn't take half of it. Took a quarter of it.
His fall took 20 something.
That
or
took
15.
some.
I have a little
Yeah.
under 100,
Okay.
and I'm currently at 52
I only
HP.
have 43 HP total.
Armor type 13, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Less than that.
Why do you think I don't show up to things? Sorry.
Could've stabbed me a little
66 wounds total.
The knife bounces
so
off
bad.
your
I don't know,
chainmail,
my
you take
DB
3
is
points.
13.
Maybe I should start like
Pathetic.
saving up my XP to take Hardy over and over again.
Such a good feat.
Okay.
5 times your toughness bonus and hit points.
Thad, you move up and start climbing down the ladder.
Mhm.
You see William underneath you.
Total
He takes a solid sword strike. You hear a loud crack from his arm as his sword goes tumbling off out of view. He then takes a knife strike from somebody else that glances off his armor and doesn't penetrate.
I don't think I have any of that.
Somewhere nearby, you hear words of magic.
I crawl back up out of the hole,
Okay.
and I'm like, ambush, he's dying.
Okay. So
And
Thad steps back out of the hole.
Yeah.
Ben, what would
can
you
I
like
pull
to
off a prayer?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to do a prayer,
Okay.
and
I
I'm going to
decide
try
to
to do
pray.
a prayer of toughness for homeboy in
William?
the basement.
Okay.
See if I can get him a
Does
couple
that
extra
require
points.
touch or is it ranged?
No, they're ranged.
Okay.
All of my stuff is ranged.
Okay.
Just let me bomb them
Somewhere in
from
the
top.
darkness or somewhere in the room.
That's
In
what I
the
was
room.
gonna do. The whole open up like.
All right. Fuck.
We need to buy
Right.
bombs.
All you said was
And it's like, no.
Okay.
Are
3
you asking,
success
can you swing
levels?
the sword with one hand?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. There's nothing that stops you from doing it.
He allowed me to do it.
You won't get very good odds, but
It's only negative
4
50.
success levels.
4 success levels.
4
Okay.
success levels.
Still
So I'm
not
going
half
to do
bad for what
him?
my current
Uh huh.
myself,
Okay. And Ben,
Ben,
and everybody gets what?
and that's one more.
Nope. 4
Four
success
success
levels
levels.
is target plus 2.
Oh, okay.
It's every 2 success levels gives you
I
a
thought it
bonus.
was every one with
Yep.
prayer.
Ev-
I double checked it today.
Every,
It's every two.
Okay.
every 2 gives you an extra
Okay.
bonus.
So yeah, the 3 of us,
Okay.
since we're the meleeers,
I'm totally putting arrows in all their heads.
You don't need toughness.
what was that? I'm sorry.
So
Prayer
you-
toughness.
Right. Prayer of toughness gives them what bonus?
It's a plus 10 to your toughness.
Okay.
So
Toughness.
Aren't elves like magic
So it gives
resistance
you
or
how many?
something? I know.
Yeah, for 6 rounds.
For 6 rounds, you get 10 points.
You're
Now,
10
you
points.
can also make it 2 of you for 12 rounds.
There's gonna be a lot of corruption this round.
Or
Yeah.
1 of you for 18 rounds.
He won't last 18 rounds.
No. I would agree.
No,
I'll keep it 6 rounds. The
Okay,
3 of us.
which is fine. Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody gets a plus 10
That's usually a
toughness.
safe bet.
That gives you a stat
Huh?
bonus.
That's usually a safe
It also
Yeah.
gives you, I think we calculated, how many hit points?
It's 10 toughness, so whatever that boils out to.
That's 2.
Probably 2 extra hit points. It's minimal
See,
there.
that's the thing.
It's tough bonus
Five.
times.
5 extra hit points? Is it for every 2 points?
But then you get 2 times your toughness bonus, so it's 10. You get 5 per 1 toughness bonus.
Oh yeah, you do. So,
So
it
you
is
get
10.
10.
It is
10,
10.
10 extra hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is so minor, but
It's
Hey,
only
that
ten
helps
points
you
of
right now.
toughness.
yeah,
So
it's one of those things that as we've
I
progressed,
thought that
has lost power.
well, no. The
considerably.
other thing you can do with that gain
You
is
get
you can
DB.
you can increase the range, you can increase the targets,
Oh, I get
you can increase the duration.
Mhm.
No.
It
It
adds-
increase the potency.
It
No,
Unless
adds.
it
no.
specifically states in the blessing.
Yeah, none of my blessings allow
Okay.
potency increases.
Okay.
They're just basic stat increases for.
Keep
Because I
in
can
mind,
choose strength, I can use depending on which blessing I use.
In my opinion, it's massive because it's 10
It's
DB
always 10.
and
Yeah.
it's 10 DB and 10 hit points.
Yeah.
And endurance.
It's-
tests, all
and
that.
endurance
Yeah.
test, yeah.
And it,
Okay,
and it's
fair enough.
massive. And functionally, as an advanced character, 10 extra points of toughness is really expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah,
it's,
no doubt.
It's a pretty potent bonus,
It's a very
more
potent.
so at higher levels.
That's why I was like, please give it to me. Please give it to me.
I was thinking more of like a percentage of hit points.
The hit points
Right?
is minor.
If you've only
I
got
agree.
40 hit points and you get 10 more, that's
I also
huge.
have a
That's a big
a
deal.
talent
Big
called,
deal.
I also have a talent called Hardy,
Okay.
which
Would've
I would
doubled
give
it.
me 15 hit points.
Okay,
instead of
so so William drops down, takes a strong hit. Thad steps into the ladder, says, "Oh crap!" steps back and issues a prayer to Sigmar. You feel strengthened. What would you like to do?
10. Hold on. Before he acts, because I may intervene, do I hear what he hears?
Magic? Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I am going to do the slow drop, and I am scanning for a spellcaster and shooting if I see a spellcaster.
Okay.
Templeton in the back.
So I'm dropping in.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm dropping into.
Correct.
So I'm hoping when I drop in, I'm going to try to tumble off to the side because it's an open room, right?
Kind of wish I brought
There's some room on either side. Yes.
I want to tumble off to the side and come up firing into whoever is casting a spell. So it may be something I can't tell. I understand that.
Okay. So give me an athletics roll.
I wish I brought my bow this
Okay.
time.
So, I redid my calculation for my defense. I realized I have 10 extra points rather than.
Okay. I'm not going to go back at this point.
No,
One-
it's
so
not gonna affect
127.
that.
127. Okay. So you drop down, roll over. You can scan, but you're not going to be able to make an attack at this point because you're taking time to drop.
That's fine.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
When my numbers.
Blind or not?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you either you're going to see whoever it is or you're not.
140 something.
Sure. Okay, so you are in a lit room. There are 3 people here. If I can get to my reference again, because my computer decides to.
And I guess
argue with
you know
me.
what? If I knew I could not take a shot,
Mhm.
which I knew, right? Because I'm trying to do it slow enough. All I'm trying to do is be defensive at this point. But I want to see the spellcaster because obviously my eyesight is going to be for whoever that spellcaster is.
Sure.
Is there a way I can be defensive at that point instead, or is defensive? Then give me the hits. Give me the hit.
17.
Give you the hit. What do you mean?
I'll take the damage from. I won't.
Oh, okay.
I'll
You
the
just
damage.
take. Okay, that's probably a better approach. I mean, otherwise, functionally, what I'm thinking is if you're taking your time to get down, whether you climb or drop, it's effectively your round.
Okay. So I got a negative net roll.
A negative net roll. Okay, so you don't take any damage. You drop down. You
I'm going defensive.
okay. You get your perception check. You see in the room where you're at. The ladder's on the back.
Okay.
There is a sword laying in the right-hand corner, to your right.
Okay.
There is a broken William next to you. You rolled
Okay.
off to the left.
Okay.
In front of you are 2 fairly large men, one wielding lots of armor and a 2-handed sword covered in blood, the other one having a knife in one hand and knuckle dusters in the other,
Okay.
bit smaller in stature. Beyond them is a narrow hallway within which is standing a shorter female-looking figure casting a spell.
Then
Okay.
I'll see.
Doing things similar to what he does. You hear movement in the room to your right.
Okay. Then all I'm going to say is, please seize the spell. We're here to talk. Information gather only.
Okay. I'll let you apply half of your defense,
Okay.
half of your skill towards the defense.
She's returned.
Okay?
El Taco is back.
Okay. So, Matt jumped in front of you. Ben, what would you like to do?
So there's nowhere I can really jump down to.
There
right?
doesn't seem to be any space unless you want to take the limited space to the right of William. And the question is, do you want to drop down or do you want to take your time to climb down?
If he takes his time to climb down, will he be able to defend himself properly when he gets there?
No.
Because he won't have a shield.
No. He's not
The
going to
only
have a
way he's
shield.
going to keep his shield is by dropping.
And he won't have a weapon.
All he really should care about right now is shield.
Shield's the important part for him. As a shield fighter, your best option typically
Go
is
back towards
jump.
the well.
Always with
Okay,
shield.
keep your shield out. Otherwise, you got to have both hands to climb the ladder.
You don't have any. I mean, you're normal without shield. DB is like a 50 something, right?
It's pretty tough.
60 something.
About.
But he doesn't like to kill people.
You're probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
But don't
I'll-
roll open ended.
He's got pacifist now.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said
You're,
earlier.
you're in the wrong world.
He's like Rex.
Sure, I'll go ahead and hop
He's going
down.
to drop down. Okay, give me a percentile roll. Plus 10 for the fall. Minus your natural defense, not shield.
That's my.
That was
other-
why I
that's
wanted
my
to get
other
spells
one.
like that.
So you can drop down safer.
As soon as I heard that he said a spellcaster, I was like, I know I'm going to go in as soon as they. If I hear it, you're like, oh yeah, you can hear us. At least give me a roll to not hear it.
All I was thinking was melee fighters.
Whatever your base DB is.
Yeah, I'm wearing my stealth gear. I
Okay.
forgot what that DB was.
Okay. So
My
while you're
job has
debating.
been accomplished.
While you're
Sorry.
debating it, the other three of you outside, you're walking around the side trying to look for another entrance in. You guys are going through the furniture and everything. You hear exclamations from the priest and prayers to Sigmar happening.
Yes,
if you
that
care to
was
change
again.
your actions.
Well, Andy was investigating with me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Once again, I'm not there.
He had stayed and he was designing. his
You're right outside
I'm
the
not-
front door.
No, I'm not.
No, he hadn't left.
I-
Oh,
He
you
sent
stayed at the
me-
tavern?
I sit at the tavern preparing
Yeah.
my.
Okay.
And he sent me. With
Okay,
the,
so the
to
two
go
of
get
you
his
are there.
stuff.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I'm
know.
still holding his.
Yeah, me my 66
Where
wounds.
the ladder dropped off.
That's actually good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
One
not
of
a
the
whole lot more than I have.
DB10.
Matt,
Hold on.
Okay, well
For
that's
an entrance?
percentage
Okay.
plus 10.
Minus your natural no shield.
George, what are we doing?
You're going to act
Natural.
I'm
first
looking for a secret entrance.
before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the negative.
You get to
So
act.
you're good.
Yeah, I'm in the negative.
Look for anything that looks like you can move
have an
upward.
action I want to take.
Upward.
Okay.
Now, can I spend both
That you can
actions
fit
on
through.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to try to
Well,
give myself a bonus.
So we can go down.
Not
something that
typically.
lifts up.
Let me know what you want to do. I'll let you know what you
Well,
want.
can your rats find it? Your rats? Where your rats at? You got
Maybe.
rats, right?
Maybe, but
Okay.
we gotta fit through it. That's the issue.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
All you have to do is send Templeton. He can fight for you.
I want to know what the hell you cast on me.
Okay, so unluck. So Ben, you drop down, move off to the right. You have, we'll say, an action at this point, 50% skill
Alright, wait.
because you moved.
Yeah.
Same thing as Matt, because you drop down. So you can defend yourself, or you can draw a weapon, or you
Yeah,
can do
I'm
something else.
focusing solely on defense
Okay,
right now.
so whatever your melee skill is, 50% of it
Basic melee?
up to maximum, up to double your shield, which for you is massive. But
Hey, I hope to God they choose him to swing at because I'm like,
what's your weapon skill?
Melee basic?
Yes.
77.
Okay, so half of that can be applied.
I added
So-
20
77 would be what, 38?
to it. Yeah.
Okay, so 38 points. If that's less than your shield value, which I think it is,
Yes.
then you can add that to your shield if you use your shield.
Fucking ridiculous.
So my shield is 127.
Sure.
Yes.
Your defense with your shield is really big.
Yes.
Okay. Because you have massive bonuses for your shield.
Yes.
Okay, so he drops into the room, rapidly raises his shield, and very casually hides behind it without much difficulty.
I'm going
William,
first from now on.
I would think
I
he would go
offered
first.
to go first. Matt pushed him first.
Yeah. Well, no, he opted to go first.
Can I spend both of my actions on an intimidate check?
You can spend your round on an intimidate check. You can't make 2 intimidate checks.
I will get up off this ground and I will kick you in the butt.
I've also
I'm not
not
on the ground.
volunteered to go first.
You
when
are standing
since
currently.
that's scaled
One of your
down.
arms would disagree with your
when
intimidation
they threw
ability,
poison at us.
and so forth.
Not
But yes, you can
volunteer
absolutely make an intimidation check.
I'm willing to try this.
You can take
That's
it.
my only.
You can take an action to roar at him.
Yeah,
Okay.
effectively, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check minus your associated penalties, and I will make a willpower save for them, or the equivalent, whatever.
I'm more
whatever
trying to
they
scare
have.
off the rat. That's the rat with daggers.
He's
Oh.
with me.
The little guy.
He's Templeton's with me.
Is the Skaven down here now?
No, just a rat.
What the heck's this?
The,
Britonian.
Is
I need to
Britonian
stitch
down here
him
now?
like one of those, like the old timey wizard hat that's red. Stitch him the hat like that.
Yes. Yes.
plus.
Little wizard staff.
But yeah, Matt, I've had a advanced 20 melee basics since
I'm going to make a.
we were in
I hate that
Bogenhagen.
roll open
I haven't
on
either.
that.
I haven't,
I'm going
I
to
haven't
make a
since I
corruption
made
point.
the character.
Corruption check?
To re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're skilled compared to me.
We're gonna find out that this Templeton like actually has magical powers one of these
Want
days.
to take a look?
Really,
Yeah,
you
all
haven't
my
done.
different
It's always
skills.
been him.
I
Like,
cannot take
Rat
another
is
corruption.
the-
You're stuck
he's
with
inside
whatever
the
you
rat
get.
all the
Oh,
time.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yep. What'd you get?
100 and.
What did you roll?
Either that or
Rolled
every
61.
single
Oh,
time
okay,
cast
that's fine.
spells with like confusing him with magic.
20. Better roll. 119.
119. Okay. The big guy with the two-handed sword is not intimidated.
I'm not. I have
The
one.
other guy is intimidated, and we'll say for the next, he is, we'll say roughly the equivalent of Frightened 2. So he's minus 20 against you, going down by 10 each round.
That's fine.
Okay. The wizard in the back, the spellcaster, doesn't seem affected. Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, they go ahead and take a swipe at you. The guy with the big sword laughs at you and strikes again.
I'm gonna use my shield bonus to give him a bonus to his defense.
Okay, you're going to use your shield on him?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your shield bonus?
60, I believe I brought it to. Yes.
Okay.
If each shield master gets a plus 10.
He's moving 99.
Well, you don't get the full
Wait,
60,
hang on,
you get
hang
half
on,
of
hang
that.
on.
Oh.
It might be different because I got a new shield.
So, do you have a target shield? Or do you
No.
have a
I
full-
know. You
I
got a
have my full
rat.
shield. 25, 65.
Bonus 65. Okay, so you get 64, 32 points.
He came willingly with
Okay,
magic
so-
suggestion.
71.
71. And that's after all your
You
penalties and
say
everything?
when I charge
Okay.
somebody can willingly
Hence why I told you that I redid the calculation.
Okay.
I didn't recommend it.
I wonder how many times Pavarotti's used that.
It's not magic.
Doesn't have to be.
Okay.
You'll find out soon.
Armor type 13. Okay. He hits you for a 10A, knocking the shield out of the way.
Gotta get that chi moving first, though.
Thank you.
And the
Right,
A
this little guy just busts
swipes
my arm.
down, hitting you in the lower leg, knocking you
Really
to the
going for an
ground,
ankle
making
leg.
you prone. You take 5 hits. Give me another stun check, and you are at a minus 20 due to bruises.
Okay. That includes the prior bruise.
No,
Okay.
the prior was due to shin damage.
The bruise from the shin.
Yeah,
So when does that half defense go away?
when you act.
So when I
If you ever actually play full
Okay.
Rolemaster, it makes a massive difference between bruise, bone,
It does.
all that stuff.
Right.
Because bruises heal relatively quick compared to everything else.
Yeah, and I've been considering
So-
expanding like the herb mechanics to more Rollmaster-ish.
Okay.
I haven't done that necessarily.
Should've done that a
So
little
he
bit
broke
ago.
my arm.
He broke your arm. You hurt your leg. Now he hurt your other leg, knocking you to the ground. So you're prone. Okay. And you
200
have give me a stun check for your special iron jaw.
full parry.
Nope.
No. Okay. So you have 2 rounds of stunned without parry.
Okay.
Okay. That doesn't do anything as of yet because the other one is stabbing his knife at the elf, who's jumped down into the room. What's your
But,
defense?
I got half my other
Really?
skills, so that's 27.90.
90. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, you're fine.
I have really high natural defense.
Yeah.
You're fine.
90. Armor type?
1.
1. Wow, that's fancy even. Okay.
I walk around in
so
clothes.
he slashes at you and you easily duck out of the way.
Thank God.
I did
Okay.
get you.
In the back,
I have
the guy casts a spell and a dart of energy flies out at you.
you
So-
only used your shield, didn't you?
Yep. What's your defense? Okay. He shoots.
You can't parry it.
Yes,
Um,
57.
uh,
It's half, right?
okay.
No.
Whatever your
My-
He
natural
casts the
DC
spell,
is.
How much is
and he casts the spell. 3 darts come out, 1 at each of you.
Oh wow. 57.
57 for you.
Good question. I don't know. How much is the healing potion?
Oh, it's like a gold and a half, maybe, or something like that.
As in healing.
Healing.
Wise.
Oh, it's
What is the healing potion do?
Oh,
Is it
healing potion
500
toughness bonus, period. Well, and then that's
Times
Warhammer
5.
times 5, so.
Got it.
So my DBU against that is going to be 63 for me.
Okay.
I don't think mine's right.
Mine is not a good one.
Okay, well.
Toughness.
I'm sorry, what did you say you had?
Yeah.
57.
57.
Toughness bonus
Why you doing me
32.
first?
Because I like
well,
you.
this would be max.
What armor type are you in?
Toughness bonus.
10, I believe it is.
So-
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so 10.4.
Director
Yeah.
spells are different.
And
Area of effect spells, you don't get your.
the bolt strikes you for 2 points of damage.
Right?
2 points?
2
Okay,
points.
that goes out my temporary.
Then
Your
it's
temporary?
For this bless.
Oh, okay. It's not temporary, it's real, but okay.
Sure. I just
What's
called
your
in
current
for
DB?
No.
You have 0 defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
because you're such high
I'm at
penalties.
negative 45.
What's your DB?
Well, no, your natural DB is only affected by your hit point damage.
Oh.
The other
Oh,
penalties don't apply.
Oh, sorry. 29.
29.
You have 49 normal.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand it gets confusing because there's multiple
Okay.
penalties.
I think it is right.
Your natural DB is only ever adjusted by your hit points.
Gotcha.
Everything else is affected by your pain.
But I should
Yeah,
have
okay.
a couple hit points.
If
It's
your
like
total
armor-wise.
similar, yeah. Now, if your total, that 45 that you had, reaches 100 for any reason, you're out.
Automatically. Yep.
So 29, you said?
Yep.
Typically, high level, like our fighter types, like him, he should have enough hit points that his penalties should take him out before anything.
Not when you're getting hit by a greatsword.
It's the whole mixture between Warhammer and Rolemaster that's doing it, actually. Because in
Okay.
Rolemaster, he'd have a crap ton of hit points. His DB would be shit. He'd have like
Yeah.
My DB's shit now. It's not that great.
You'd have like an 18.
Yeah, look, it's
Because
not-
armor type 19 and 20, 19
Armor
is a
type
minus
what?
35 quickness bonus. 13.
13.
What kind of weapon is he using?
Okay, you take a
Okay.
14B.
Great sword? Okay.
The 14D.
B.
B.
Jesus. Oh. Does it appear to be electricity based? I mean,
It does.
and you're wearing metal armor?
I'm not wearing armor.
No,
metal
I'm
armor.
actually not wearing metal armor.
You said you
Me
had
neither.
13. That's metal.
That's metal.
Oh.
Electricity-based
That-
magic has the advantage it ignores armor.
Does it?
In Warhammer, yeah.
So-
That's more heavens, so.
So all those bolts are all like AT1 then? Against
He's using Rolemaster. though,
Yeah,
Charles.
I know,
I
but the
understand.
Warhammer effect of heavens, which is electricity-based magic, is it ignores all armor.
oof.
All metal
Okay,
armor.
okay.
Metal armor.
Okay,
Leather
so
still counts, but
Okay,
like
so
metal
I
I,
would
armor.
go
what did I
down
tell you?
to-
A 13B?
Yeah.
Okay, adjust that to a 14B.
I'm glad I wore my stealth stuff.
And in Rolemaster, if you have metal armor, you have a bonus to hit them.
Okay, so thus I would.
Right. I mean, effectively, the conversion would be they get the most benefits mechanically against metal.
The minimum leather. Or the maximum leather.
No,
Only.
No,
no, zero.
your armor doesn't apply because your armor
You're
is
a
conductive.
Okay.
See, in normal Warhammer, though, it reduces
Okay,
hits
blast
that you
heats
take,
up the
correct?
armor on you,
Yeah.
causing painful
It's
burns
DR
wherever your
effectively.
chainmail is touching. You take 10 extra hits.
Ouch.
Give me another iron jaw roll.
And how
That
much
Iron
Nick
Jaw
have?
hasn't really worked for you, but that's
Iron jaw
Yes,
is it did the first round or two. Iron jaw is all the penalties.
Yep.
That's such an awesome talent. That now that I've
It's
seen
nice
it.
to get a second roll on your son, and
Take
in some
it.
cases completely eliminate it.
Right? Yeah, he.
Okay,
You're at 10.
so add 2 more rounds of stunned without parry,
Of course.
and like I
Okay.
said, 10 hits as your armor is heated up. What's your DB?
63.
63.
Just a no.
She's pissed.
Armor
off.
type.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, sugar in the face.
Black on my screen.
Not on. Well. I just
Yeah.
Armor type 1. It misses you.
Doesn't say yours. You're looking at nothing.
Okay. From the side room, just in front of him,
Huh?
And who?
just in front of Ben, another figure emerges. This one appears to be female as well. She is wearing a sleeved mail coat, a broad-brimmed hat, wielding a sword, and so forth. Give me a perception check.
Hey, it's the midget.
This would be during combat, right?
Yes.
You get plus
Oh,
20
yeah,
for
it
combat wear.
Sure.
Ooh,
Nice.
possibly. Maybe it's helpful.
This would be a perfect opportunity for that work.
That's a 10 on this and
Alright. What's the math on
Ten.
me dropping down?
What?
What's the math on me dropping down?
You
So
killing
it's a
me.
That's
D100 plus 10.
Yeah, if you drop down, you kill me.
No,
it's
you're
not
not there.
100, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
slightly-
you are.
He's
Yeah,
still
you are.
there.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
But it's
there's not
D100
really any space for
Plus
anybody
10
else.
minus
Is the
your
problem?
natural defense.
So he's
You
got
should
a
have like a
10
60
and a
or
0.
something like that.
Is that 100 or is that 1?
Something like that, yeah.
So chances are
A 10 on
an
one
18,
dice and
20,
a 0 on the other.
That's
That's
10.
100.
might take a
That's
few
100.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So
can
you're
go there.
right.
I was
well,
looking for
is it a-
exterior
That's a
and
10.
Is there a 0-0 on the
So
dice?
you can always
No.
join me.
It's a
and if we
1,
find
0,
exterior
and then
entrance,
a
you can
0.
I'm talking about on the
Really
dice itself, the
slow.
tens digit. Does it go
We're
0-0
searching,
through
yeah.
9-0?
Okay.
Or
We're probably
10
slow currently
through-
because we're actively searching.
it's probably
It's
a
got a 0.
10.
It's a 10. So
That's
you
a
got
10,
10
yeah.
total. Yep.
Sorry.
Okay,
Ooh,
I
you're
still
good.
got plus 87.
I got you. Now I know what 100 is.
Yes.
I don't think I've
It-
ever rolled
It,
100.
it's weird, but
All zeros. All
you
zeros.
confused me. Normally that'd be a trivial thing, but
97.
okay. So you don't notice anything unusual otherwise.
One time
You can always
combat
take a
where
dark
would be
deal.
useful.
Come on.
You
now.
could take a dark deal, or spend a hero
I'll-
point.
I'll use a fortune.
Okay, fortune point. No hero points. You guys aren't heroes.
Nope.
You're just fortunate.
That's messed up.
According to the card, we're antagonists.
You
So it's
are.
like antagonist points.
So you're really attacking the protagonists.
Yeah.
They're just trying to defend. They get hero points.
Well, I can't run away.
You roll better than a 10?
Yes,
Okay, by more than a couple points?
I rolled a 79.
Then you pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you notice on her sword, it seems to have some sort of material coated in the blade.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Okay?
Do I recognize it?
You didn't. You recognize it as some sort of material. You
What?
also smell lamp oil coming from William.
What?
No,
No, that's
Me.
never
Yeah,
mind. You
so-
smell
me.
lamp oil coming from you.
Yeah.
Sorry, got confused.
I was like, I swear, that's
I
like
did you a
a,
favor and I coated you in lamp oil
I
before
swear,
we
that's
went
like an,
That's right.
I swear,
Right.
that's like an incendiary.
Like,
flame.
Okay.
or something.
Thad, you're upstairs
I didn't put it on my hands.
praying. What would you like to do?
I'm going to
At least
do
they
a
can slap
blessing
him.
of protection. I'm going to cancel our blessing,
Okay.
Oh.
and I'm going to do a blessing of protection on him.
Okay, so your blessing of fortitude is gone for everybody. Go ahead.
10 hit points gone.
This is awesome if it works. This is the one
And
that
the
we
defense.
used in the very beginning.
Oh yeah, it's a
Except,
nice
yeah,
defense.
Where, hey, they got to roll to hit you.
You just evaporated half my HP.
Okay, so
Rolled good.
It'd be
oh, I
funny.
did.
It'd be funny if he removes it and he collapses.
I got 168.
168. So you get 6 successes over. That gives you it gives you 4 targets,
Or a whole bunch more duration for the one.
or a bunch more
Or
duration.
somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Don't bother giving it to me.
Who can I see? Because I can only do people I can see, right?
Really, you can only see William and yourself.
Then I'll
Really?
do.
Yeah,
William.
you're off to the side on the right, and Matt's off to the left.
Then how can I tell those?
Yeah,
sign
I'm gonna
off to
I'm
the
gonna
right?
do. This isn't a guaranteed protection. They still can potentially
Yeah,
attack.
it's
you.
the willpower.
So the
It's a
two of you,
willpower.
the two of you have it for 12 rounds.
No, I don't care. I want them to attack me.
Okay, so he has it for 24 rounds.
Yeah, he has it for
Sure.
however long
Forever.
until I cancel it. To do
Longer
something
than he'll be alive. Got it.
You underestimate my power.
else. I'm
Matt.
trying. I'm
Yeah,
trying
just-
to
Yeah.
save the guy I can give a shit about. All right.
Well, you don't know about Anne.
The only person
Wait, what about me?
He's still an Ulrichian, and
Wait, no,
I do
never mind.
not
I
like
say,
him.
do I recognize the chick with the sword?
Do you recognize the chick with the sword? The one with the sword? No. The spellcaster seems to be the one that was in the alleyway.
She had metal armor on.
One in the
Okay.
alleyway?
That's what you said. And that's not
You heard
possible.
metal under her robes, under her cloak.
Okay.
You never saw armor per se.
When did we meet this person?
You didn't.
He saw her. As
I
he
will
was stalking
say,
someone.
as I knock an arrow, looking at the knife wielder in disdain, but I'll say, 4 down here. Spellcaster's the one that did the deal. The only one we need alive. And I fire it.
Shoot the spellcaster?
No, I'm shooting the.
Guy right in front of you?
Yeah, I'm gonna put an arrow through his eyeball if I can.
Okay.
Please just instant kill the great sword.
Nah, I don't care about him. Actually, you know what? He's threatening me, right? The great
Yeah,
sword guy.
they all are. The two of them are.
I can't get past them in any way.
You could conceivably use athletics and push your way past them.
Tumble or
Tumble,
something.
yeah, effectively a tumble.
I'm trying to get to a spot where I'm not being threatened by greatsword guys, the only one I care about.
He's right next to you, and the guy with the knife and knuckles is right next to you as well.
And I'm going to shoot the guy with the greatsword.
Okay.
All right, so I already have penalties because they're in base to base, right?
I was trying to remember how we did that typically in Rolemaster. It hasn't come up yet in this game.
The only time it did was me stepping away and taking a swing at, me. And
What about that big
fire.
beast thing that
Yeah.
you shot in the dark? Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, those points he had time to step away and
Oh, the
shoot.
cleaver guy.
Right. I mean, he doesn't have any space, and he's making a attack
he
in
killed all by
melee.
himself.
So functionally, what I would say is that would be a free attack.
yeah. I don't
Now
like
you can
that.
parry and do whatever you want defensively because it's your action to define that.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Am I next to the great sword guy?
You are.
Okay.
He's in the middle, but you're not next to him to be able to protect him with your shield.
How
Okay.
easy would it be to me get past all three of these combatants into the room the chick with the sword?
You
came
would only
out?
need to technically get past two of them because the third's off on is away from you. He's not adjacent to you. You're off to the left, and there's two right in front of you. So getting
Alright.
past them and getting a little bit of distance would be an athletics check. We'll say at -20 for 2 targets.
I can't wait for you.
And that would be versus.
Jump down like an actual.
I would say that's going to be a challenge for them as well. It's going to be a contest. So it's that versus, we'll say, their athletics.
Is this my action? In other words, I won't get a
This
shot
would
at
be your
first?
move.
My move. Okay, I'm going to try it.
I would consider this a move. Now, if you fail it, you make the attempt, and they would still get the attack.
Problem is, there's too many people down
Now,
there.
you would still be in the same position.
jump
You
on
would
top
still
of
get to
the
choose your
greatsword.
parry, and so forth.
He's in the way. He's at the bottom of the hole.
No, not him.
You gonna try?
I got to be able to get
Climbing down
my
will take time.
my
We're just
melee
gonna get
skills
fucking stabbed.
bad.
No.
You're an
I'm
archer.
saying You might be able to jump.
Yeah, I'm not your
on
archer.
I know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll try. it.
Imagine
Okay.
what happens if the warrior
That's a
priest,
pretty good roll.
the
So,
That-
obviously
probably-
heavy aggro
what'd you
warrior
get?
priest jumps down and breaks his ankle.
-20,
-20,
What happens?
and then they have to
Just
beat
don't
that
roll
to
a
be able to
hunter.
get an attack.
Everybody
132.
just walks
Okay,
over
so
and
132 lets you get to the
Not
position.
doing it.
Okay.
You're good
I'll
there.
sacrifice his
Now
ass.
the only question is whether they can beat a 132 to get a strike at you when you do so.
Okay.
Okay?
Maybe
So
it's
the
so heavy you
first
might
one,
I get it, but
the big
I'm
guy,
not taking that risk.
his athletics is a
Where are you getting that?
138. Okay, so he'll get a strike at you. The other one is quite a bit slower. Well, no. Yeah, that's not going to help you out. His athletics
At least you get to
is...
know your agony, I guess.
Well, athletics is based off of what? Because he's not trained in
Agility.
athletics.
Agility.
Okay, so he only got a 120 something. So he did not get in a strike at you.
All right. So
The big guy takes a swing at you for free. What is your current parry going to be? And that will carry over budget-wise until your next action.
So it was going to say my next action is this round. Here's where in the past in this game you made a little bit of a weird decision because you didn't want people to calculate percentages.
Right.
Like my melee skill's a 55.
Mm-hmm.
My archery skill's a 100 and something.
Right. You're using your melee skill.
Right. But if I parry 55, does it take 55 off my 100 something, or does it
No,
take
it
my
take
100%
it would.
skill?
I would say it would take the 50%.
That's how I would normally do it, but
Right.
you had told me I don't want people to calculate the percentages, just do raw points.
I
So
agree, but scale-wise, it makes more sense.
I'm all right with that because then I can do math.
You can do math, and honestly, we're all more experienced with gaming.
That's fine.
I trust everybody can
give
do
me-
math.
Give me the
Percentages.
Yes.
My language guild or my
give me the
That's right.
give me a 90.
A 90.
90.
Okay, so how much of that? How much of that parry is?
27 my 55.
So 50%.
Almost 50%.
Okay, so a 90.
I wish Wizard got ladder.
I know.
81.
That's one of my favorite
That's
things.
like,
Okay.
it's like spell.
Oregon toast.
You are freaking toast.
All right.
Okay. He strikes you for a 25D.
Fantastic.
Wait, Dad. Did
Yes.
you just cut?
No, he said freaking.
No, I said freaking. That's not a curse word.
Why are you so offended by
I hang out around Thad. I curse every great once in a while.
I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
all do the cursing for
You
us.
said 27, right?
I'll have you know I got in
Because
trouble
I'm
for
free
doing that
will.
too because of you.
What?
You said 27, right?
Yes.
Okay.
far above the adult cursing.
I mean, obviously, you know, I very rarely, if ever,
Oh yeah, it
actually
shocks
curse.
the hell out of me every time you do it.
Yes, the one time I did, it did not go over well with Valerie. She said, "You're not allowed to hang out with that anymore."
Oh, whatever. If that was the straw that broke the back, and why you're not allowed to hang out with me.
It might be, but that's only because everything else is really really high already. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, the D.
It's gonna be the safety to have on my dwarf. I ran out to save you and died in one
Hey,
hit.
you're not saving me this.
And then I
Okay.
ran out to,
You
And then what
dive
happened? I
through
wanted to save
in
him
between
and
of them. In between them, the guy on the left is like completely confused. He doesn't seem very athletic at all, but he flails
He
at you.
almost freaking got
He
a
almost
chance.
got you because he rolled really good. The other guy, however, seems very practiced and well trained. You dive past. He just turns, swings his sword, slashes your arm, making your weapon arm go limp and useless.
Again? Another one?
It's practice in the art of disarm.
You
Guys,
you
achievement
mistakenly
keeps
bring
coming
your
down.
weapon arm across the blade, severing tendons. Your arm is limp and useless. You take 10 hits, 4 rounds of stun, 2 of which are without parry.
Do you have any faith that you can get
No, I
that?
have nothing.
He's an elf.
I don't have
Okay.
anything out of it.
Now, the good news is there's a space next to William.
so you can have useless. You get blocked
Alright,
by
so
useless.
I will
Yeah, you
Land?
can jump down and
Huh?
smack him.
dropping my bow.
Drop your bow.
Drawing the.
I don't think you
always-
get much
it's
choice
always
in
silly
that
how
since
it
it was your
always
weapon arm.
said the new
I draw
boys
the
were first.
magical dagger in my
It's-
offhand
it happens
Okay.
every single time.
and
It's
Stab him.
amazing.
stab the closest individual.
Okay.
I'm going into the whole savage berserk thing. Actually,
Okay.
I
The
didn't- I
closest
didn't
one
have
would be
the
either the small guy or the big guy. Your
Everybody
choice.
knew what was happening, except for
Yeah.
him.
not the mage.
Not the mate. She was down the hallway.
I'm gonna stab this small guy.
Okay.
Suck his life juices out.
Dude.
Well, that's. Did you get the chi machine?
Oh, let me take a note real quick.
You probably want to know what his defense
I got a
is.
new
Yep.
edition.
Okay. Defensive bonus is dodge skill plus agility minus
2.0.
30.
Ash is laughing in the background.
Oh wait. Speaking of which, hold on. My first roll would have to be my endurance to see if I'm still.
Correct.
So it's not even though I rolled well. Damn it. So I rolled a 76.
Minus your penalties.
I'm at no.
Herb
I'm at minus
really
10
has
because it
evolved
hits.
in Slinish territory.
Barely.
Would-
And don't
would
forget, you
Tim-
didn't get 10 points.
No.
You lost your 10 points from the. Oh, you never had that spell.
He has yet to include me in any of those spells.
He
Not
I
tried.
once.
can't even fucking see you.
Dude.
It's okay. I've never been included in the spell either.
That's not true.
That is true.
I'm pretty sure I called a comment down on you.
Best friend.
Sorry.
You've been included.
Toughness,
And it still
60,
works.
36, 26,
So
I'm not stunned.
Okay,
Oh
so
my.
you avoid the first round worth of stun maneuver or stun
Now
no
I'm
merit.
swing. What's his DB?
Okay, his DB and the calculation we set was dodge skill plus
You
agility,
can throw a fireball.
or dodge skill with whatever the stat is plus agility.
It's
We
toughness
got a lot more
Toughness,
grace.
that's
plus
it. That's the
agility
stat.
plus skill.
So is it
So
first
toughness
round?
plus
Be able to risk it
dodge,
then, not just
effectively,
be
because
completely
dodge in their stats already have all their
Admittedly,
the
I could
stat
also just
included.
make a
Okay.
It's not a
fireball
separate
appear
one.
on my hammer.
Minus 60.
Minus,
he
minus
has-
60.
He could do it
Yeah.
100 plus. I have to do it.
Okay, so
one
he
D
has a
plus.
60 defense.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think you have any problem getting
I
one.
thought you said he was not
Because I'm
moved.
very
He-
very-
he's
I
not
also
athletic
have
because he
now
has
2
zero
contracts for
athletic
decent
skill.
things compared to he can still do it
He
with
has
0.
remarkably
My
good
anything-
dodge
my
and
base
a
skill right now is
pretty
80.
darn hardy toughness.
So I just need to roll
60
11 or
what?
Defense.
12
Yeah,
to succeed on my prayer.
6-0.
So,
Most of them I have to spend turn to cancel.
I rolled almost the same exact thing.
Yeah, you're doing good then.
But I still missed.
Okay,
Here's the
you
thing.
sure?
I got a net 32.
Okay. He's wearing a chain shirt.
Don't want
13.
to
yeah. He's been
Okay.
quite helpful.
Yeah, I missed.
Okay.
I need just to hit him. I need a 70.
It's okay if
You're
you
gonna roll
guys
pretty
be
good.
a halfling. He's doing
So
all
yeah,
the races
I'll need
without
a
exploring
open-ended
Yeah.
plus some.
Okay, Ben.
You know, it'll be nice to roll with a new character.
You have a one with you have a guy with or a lady with a sword
I like my character.
standing in front of you, and a two-handed sword just to your side. William's arm is broken and he's staggered, although he's sparkly right now, slightly distracting. Meanwhile, Matt just dove through the crowd, flailed at one of them after getting his weapon arm chopped. Did you take the extra minus 20 for second hand?
Oh no,
Okay, add that.
12.
Okay, unless you're ambidextrous.
No.
Man, these guys are useless.
Look, I asked.
If only they had a soldier or two.
Before jumping
Yeah.
down there.
2.
One,
They didn't
one,
want it.
especially one that would actually kill people.
Well, we were going to
What are you
get
gonna do?
filthy.
You were,
Okay,
up until you rattled the door.
It's Dad's fault.
This was my plan.
That's why he's standing up at the top praying for all of you.
I really hope to make it.
I'm gonna parry 20
Parry 20.
and then attack with the rest at the
They call
great
me
sword.
evil.
That's a great sword.
Because
Okay.
he is being a problem.
Okay, so you parry 20 and swing at the great sword. The great
Using
sword
strike
has
range
a.
The problem is we're just feeding one person at a time into the fight.
He has
I realized
a
that once we started going down
defense of
That's why I'm not going.
30.
there. Issue is we already
Sorry?
lost half
Mhm.
the herd.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
we've
I'm
done
using my
nothing
strike my
to
blow. Which all that does is add a plus 20 to my attack roll.
Okay.
But I use that 20 for the parry, effectively.
Come on, do something.
It's trying.
I know. It's,
Oh, I rolled a 97.
Oh,
That'll do it.
yes.
That'll do
That's open
something.
ended. Destroy him, hopefully.
And he fumbles.
Another 97.
Okay.
So yeah, he's that's max chart.
Well, keep going.
Oh, okay.
We'll roll
ni-
around. won't we?
97.
Are we still doing roll arounds?
We haven't done roll.
But
around.
it'll offset their defense, though.
Yeah.
So keep rolling.
So
That's 180.
194. 194 so far.
Oh, no, 194. Yeah.
That's a 38, so that's 30.
232.
Boo. You suck.
232.
A real warrior would have gotten 250.
232.
That's not even including
Hey,
the skill, right?
Sean's
Yeah.
like, sorry,
plus
if you would roll 239,
two.
you would
That's
have
Yep.
280.
And you
That's
missed.
like 285, I think.
I would
Okay.
just literally, if
Tell
he
me what you
missed,
got.
I would just shut the damn door.
285.
Yeah.
Like, we're leaving.
Okay.
Tell them what you got.
He
as
is
far as
armor
your
type
results.
14.
You see him charge up just.
Your results on the chart.
Results on the chart.
284. What's your results on the
Yeah,
chart?
what's a 150 against armor type 14? That's all that
What?
matters.
14?
Yes.
24 EK.
Okay.
Just roll 100.
Another 97 with
75.
75.
That's still pretty good on me.
Yeah, that's pretty
Someone's
good.
losing a limb.
Blow to his hip. There's a loud crack. He falls, takes 15 extra hits. He is stunned and in a little bit of pain.
Good job.
Who was that?
The two-handed sword guy
Okay.
just broke his hip.
He's been a problem. I had to take care of him. I'm the
There's
pacifist.
3 more. Make them all pacify them all.
That's what I need. I'm going down now.
Yeah.
New-
You have successfully
new
established
pacifist.
yourself as the
I know,
biggest threat.
George. I know, but
Yep, good
by
luck.
the time I go find a back
Hey,
door with you,
new
Okay.
definition for pacifist.
William.
New
I am
definition for
going to
pacifist.
hopefully roll off my endurance.
Pacify everybody.
Roll off your endurance. You mean make a stun maneuver?
Yeah.
Sure. Counting all the penalties.
I know,
Yep.
And the thing is, I'm in leather
I
armor. I
currently-
look
but I
like
don't.
a
I don't
wolf,
know that.
but
I'm might
much
scared
of
of
a
You saw
that.
the electricity.
Probably not
there.
existent.
Same goes for.
You've been down at the hole.
Straight.
Yeah,
It's kind of
that's
like
a
a
fair
prominent
point.
thing.
That's a fair point.
Does that intimidate any? Does that intimidate any of them?
No.
Not even the little.
It
scrawny fellow?
well, it intimidates in some, but
He doesn't run away. He just wets his pants.
you don't roll a
Could I
99.
attempt to
No.
use?
Okay,
Uh,
so you are stunned without parry this round and down.
I'm sorry. Could I attempt to use that bonus intimidation?
If you want to take your action to do so, yes.
Yeah.
I am assuming you're using your shield and defending yourself.
Yeah, I'm
You
defending
just swung.
myself.
Yeah, you
So
just
that's
made an
it.
attack,
I can't
right?
use the intimidate. Okay.
Okay, so they go. The person in the back.
Did we find a wall yet?
I think you need to hold the torch slightly closer to
By the
the
way, I
ground.
got
And maybe we'll
Okay.
find one.
All right.
You have a negative 65.
That's my overall net.
Oh, okay. Let me know if it gets 100.
Yep.
Okay, so spellcaster in the back is going to cast a spell again. Successfully. Only gets 1 dart this time. She is going to probably finish you off. That would be,
Does that have to have a roll too? Is there just melee attacks?
what do you mean?
The
She has to
bonus-
cast the spell, and then she has to hit
He's
him with range.
protected, is
He's-
what he's
yeah.
talking
Oh, okay.
remember?
That's valid. Yes, I got to roll
I
that.
just
And
didn't know if
it's
that
a what a willpower check?
Yeah.
If it's a spellcaster, it should be.
No.
No?
Okay. So in that case, he will go for the next viable target, which is going to be the elf.
Dead.
What is
So
your
my DB is a 53.
53?
Is the elf, wait, is the elf right next to me?
No. The elf jumped past them to get through the room and then lost his arm.
Yeah, he dived through the two-handed sword guy.
He's on the other side of
I know
them.
a lot of
Yeah, I was on the other side of him previously.
No, you were on the right. He was on the left.
Yes.
The guys were in front of you. He drove straight through to the left. So the two-handed sword guy is effectively in between the two of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Where I
So-
then have flank.
53, you said?
Yes.
Okay. That is...
81.
Okay. I'm going to hit you. I'm just trying to figure out how big. 53.
It's gonna miss.
No.
Stupid witch. I want to learn from this particular one. So don't
You
kill
take
us.
an 11B.
Okay.
That shit happens all the time too. All the fucking time.
The 11B is a minor jolt to your shoulder. You take a round of stun and 2 extra
Send it to me,
hits.
I'll watch that tomorrow.
I wasted all those 90 seconds.
2 extra hits.
2 extra
No, I
hits.
didn't waste anything. You took one guy out of the fight. At least for a couple of turns.
I don't know if he's dead or not.
That's not
Okay.
the point. You took him out
The
of the fight.
guy with the knife makes a willpower check. And might make it. Let's see. Willpower.
He gets a plus 20. It's considered an average willpower test.
Oh, okay. He does get a plus 20?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, that makes it then.
That's what the regular.
Okay.
I don't know if that translates over into roll.
It does. It's exact same modifiers. It's all
Okay.
percentile based. It didn't affect the spellcaster. She rolled pretty bad. So he takes a stab at you. What is your current defense? You have a 0 defense?
I have 0 defense with a negative 24 stun without parry.
Okay, so 0 defense. He gets plus 20 for stun, no parry, plus 20 for
no.
being down.
Okay, I have 9 defense.
9 defense. Okay, so -9 plus 20 plus 20 is 31 plus his skill.
I'm dead.
So, wait, hang on. So, let me just get this so first so I know what to use my shield on.
You
The
can't
guy-
shield against this guy anymore.
Yeah, the guy that's coming at you with the sword that has the stuff on it.
If he had another.
You cannot shield
That's
against
the
this
only
particular.
one?
That's the only one that's within range.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine.
I admittedly, we're used to using maps and things like that, so it's a little
Yeah.
bit it's a little bit misleading. I know.
Okay. Imagine this is the
It's
fight.
not that hard to understand. It's not that hard, complicated of a fight.
I'm to the right, you are
Okay.
across.
This is him. This is me.
One and a hallway.
Sword, dagger.
Okay, so it's just the two.
No,
The weird sword
Yeah.
person.
Okay.
It might be more later.
Yeah,
Don't worry, to begin with.
You're not down there.
I'm not down there, yeah.
Templeton says there are no other doors.
They're warming the public up to the idea.
Okay, so melee
It's really
skill
hoping I can get through without
plus strength skill
big difference.
plus
That's why I'm
31.
here.
Okay.
The voice is just telling you don't die yet.
Oh yeah,
Can
Ron
you hear the
Swanson.
voices?
They're all laughing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll laugh.
Yeah, a couple of the voices are praying to Ulrich.
Yeah, he's super rad. So that whole
I'll be
Okay.
the last one.
Armor type 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Sinks the knife into for a 10E.
Oh my god.
I still think the one voice is still singing the same song.
Down I go.
I'm Henry the. You're
Oh, I
down.
gave
Okay.
you my. I gave you my. It was like now's the
Oh,
time
no
to
shit.
pop a drug. But I gave him to him.
Okay.
Don't you sell that?
Stabs the knife into your leg.
I was trying to stab somebody.
Does a bunch of it. Does a bunch of additional stun. If you weren't down due to hits, the -75 due to the leg wound would take you out. Okay.
I think we just lost somebody.
So he stabs him in the leg and literally like drags it.
I got an Achilles heel now.
Okay. That takes you out of the combat at that point.
That's just fine.
Okay.
Do you have
The-
a
Just a
fate
reference.
booth?
No.
Okay. The other one in front of you. What is your defense?
The sword
Yep.
person.
Yep.
I like to keep the new people in a group sweet.
The two-handed sword.
I have 3,000
The
XP.
two-handed sword is
Not
taken
dead
out
yet.
effectively.
Well, was
for
your
free.
was your doomed condition death by dagger?
No, it was burned at the stake.
I don't see any way that can apply.
You should
Unless
have
you
been
bur-
with me.
unless you
should've
burn
been
'em.
with me.
Can
I
you
was
burn
there.
Quick, get a stake and burn them.
That he's dead. So the two-handed
cows
sword guy
around,
is
I'm
effectively
sorry.
out for a few rounds.
Well, it's 'cause
The
it's
two-handed sword guide has not acted yet. He's currently laying on the ground and
I didn't
with a
learn
broken
long
hip.
time ago how to rig that system.
Okay, then I'm going to use my shield against the sword.
I mean, in concept, he might be able to do something.
So
He's not really much of a threat.
So I'll go
Your strike against him was pretty effective.
147.
Yeah, but that's the
147, put everything on him?
I'll spin all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a annoyingly high defense.
You should be used to it by now.
How can you hit a 147?
My 127, my base is, sorry, it'd be 5 lower, so 142.
Unless you parry.
Because, yes, I parried
You
20.
parried 20 points.
So much damage.
My base armor class with my shield is 122 right now.
So
It's 127 with my fancy armor.
What have you been doing this whole time?
Okay.
Hold it, George. I'm holding the torch.
Okay.
I
I'm
put
looking for a
like
hole.
4
Special hole?
shield
Let's
maps.
see.
Somewhere?
Weapon
And if I hold the road to the
skill.
ground, we might be able to find it because that's where you guys are hiding. You're underground.
And
Might be.
I pumped a
Drop down the
whole
back
bunch
one,
into
I mean, any
it.
secret entrance would have an escape entrance. They wouldn't just.
Matt,
Yeah, but it doesn't. It could be a
you,
5
I
blocks
pumped
away.
4 into
Could be,
shield
yes.
master, so much into agility,
Or it could be
dodge,
relatively close. We don't
all
know.
that defense stuff.
We're covering the other
That's
exit
kind of
man.
cool.
We're gonna find it. They're gonna come out and he's gonna roast
Right now,
them.
I'm just
Yeah.
working on
Okay.
attack.
That
That's
plus
all.
strength is. And you said you had what?
142.
Okay. He steps over to stab the elf. No. He'll at least make a strike this round at you, and then he'll realize how useless that is.
Go
Um,
stab the elf.
I'm just working right now in
No, it's up the
attack.
stairs.
yeah,
Or stab the one on the
it
ground.
clangs against your shield. He didn't come
What?
close.
Or stab the one on the ground.
Right
Well,
now,
that's
all I'm working on is attack.
Not you.
Okay,
Oh,
so
are you
Thad,
Still alive?
Yes.
No,
your turn.
I'm on the ground, unconscious. Technically,
You can
alive.
do
The
it.
guy on the ground
You
is
can
Sansa
use
stun
this one
or
for
laser
your hit.
stun. What would you like to do? William is on the ground. He's unconscious at this
As long as
point.
you stake me.
Large wound in his leg and several other places.
And I cannot call a comet into the building.
Correct.
I open a window. Got mirrors set up. Can we bounce it?
It's not a laser beam.
I don't know science.
I know,
I'm
guys.
magic.
We need to
worry
get a
about
whole
me.
bunch of mirrors and angle it.
I grabbed the mirror to bounce
Worry
the
about
comet.
him.
It just smashes it.
And that hits.
It's a silver plate, silver platter.
If only you had a silver platter
That's it.
No.
or a bomb you'd peed on.
Yes.
I use that. In the tower.
Do I drop down or not? I'm so heavy.
You are
I don't want to try. I really don't want to try.
superhero landing.
As he hears the crack of his 2 legs.
He's an old superhero.
They think it's a crack of lightning. They're afraid. He's like,
Ow!
My knees just go.
I'm staying away from ladders. I'm not very good at them. And we all have.
Ladders and water. Those
Yeah.
are your 2 weaknesses.
Right. If there's a ladder so I can climb out of the water, I'm dead.
And we rapidly established any game Andy plays, he drowns in.
It's the most ridiculous. And of course, I'm the heaviest dude. Like, it is what it is.
I'll start going down the ladder.
You gonna spend your round climbing down?
Yeah.
Head
Okay. So you end up where William is, standing over him. Matt, you still stunned this round?
Yeah. In the odds that I don't survive this one, that's role-playing a character role-play.
Okay. You have a Priest of Sigmar there to protect you now, so you're probably okay.
Okay.
Until my body falls on his.
Until the fireball comes down the hallway.
103. No, I'm not.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Not for me.
Alright, so I know what I have to roll now. I need to roll a 51 or higher right now until I get hit again. Big guys on the ground.
The little guy with the knife and knuckle dusters is turning his attention towards you. The spellcaster is still down the hall a little bit, and the other one with the sword is flailing against the shield. Can't seem to penetrate Ben's defenses. And Thad's here now.
Stab the big guy on the ground. Well, does he look like he can defend himself?
Yes. He can defend himself, but his hip is broken. He's fairly bad off.
I need hip points badly. I was really wishing he was like really close to me, so I could be like, Gah!
You could probably get. I mean, I don't think you were you down?
Yeah.
Okay, but you were.
Yes.
But you're still standing, so you can get to him easily. You got a clear shot if you want to.
I thought he tumbled past the dudes.
He did. He's on the other side of him, but the big guy's down. The big guy's down. Technically, yeah, you'd have to get past him, I guess.
You're welcome, William. I saved your life.
Yeah.
I absolutely would have stabbed William. Damn it. No, I mean no offense to you at all.
Hey, Matt,
I would have done the exact same thing.
That's okay. The Sigmar priest is just going to say, "Oh, he's dead." Smash.
It's all for the fun of the game.
don't
Finish
worry
him
about
off.
this guy over here.
It's all for the fun of the game.
Spoiled it.
Getting to the wizard
Mhm.
would entail
And
more
then
attacks.
spoiling everything. Spoiled
Opportunity
my
to me.
spell. spoiled
No,
your
you're
plan.
past them
It's
right
like,
now. None of them
can't-
attacked you last round. You can move up to the wizard if you want.
What about charging?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Charge the
It's
wizard?
not a big enough area to have the double charge bonus, but you can
Well,
get
then
the
I'm just gonna- Is it just plus 10 then?
yeah, 10 instead of 20.
I
You
don't
can-
get to defend myself.
correct. Can you defend yourself much?
No.
Okay.
I don't care. I'd rather. I mean,
Parry?
there's no defense, right? If you charge.
If you charge, you don't get to defend.
Right. But I mean, my normal defense. Even.
You get your base defense and base DB. You don't get to parry any.
Okay. I already stabbed the shit out of me once. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna. I'll go ahead and do the charge. I still have my base DB, right?
Yep.
Then I'll go ahead and
That's
charge
just
the mage.
cool.
Okay, so you move up to the mage and take a swipe with a plus 10. And you probably need her defense. Her defense is going to be
1.
35.
20.
15 plus my roll.
Okay.
Natural 100.
Oh god, and it's always right at that point where I don't want to spend any, like, because if I get over a 50, I'm like, why would I risk it? If I would rolled like a 30 or less, I probably
I
would.
thought you didn't have any fortune points.
Dark deals.
Dark deal. I like those. Dark deal?
He's
Dark
addicted.
deal?
He's addicted.
I am. Well, I like my character. I don't want it to die. That's my problem right now.
Now, did you take the minus 20 for offhand?
I did.
Okay.
That's why I have 15 instead of 35.
Okay.
And what is the armor type of this one?
1.
I don't even want to look at this yet.
You don't want to. Typically, armor type 1, you need around an 80.
80, yeah. I know. Most men. Especially with a dagger.
Yep.
But if I take a single point and I'm already over the threshold, I get another.
Yeah, you have to roll again.
I mean, it's totally worth it.
Yeah. And whatever you roll the second time, you're stuck with.
Did you lose a couple corruption points with the mutation? Because you should have
He
lost.
did.
A couple.
He's still
I
over.
lost a bunch.
He's still over.
You have no idea how many I am up there. I've made. I
Few.
had succeeded on 3 endurance checks already prior to this last. No, I'm sorry. 5 endurance checks.
Quite a
prior to
few.
that last
Because
one.
even when he lost it, he was still over.
I'm going to go ahead and. Because I don't think I'm going to hit. And I need these hit points.
Okay.
I'm going to go
You
with Dark
can
Deal.
do it.
I should describe different dice, but oh well. That's better. 98 total. I definitely would have missed had I not done that.
Okay.
But I did get a critical 8 slash.
Okay.
Siphon.
64. Damn, could be a 66.
4 on a slash. You feign high, strike low, slash them in the back of their leg. They take 3 hits. They are bleeding.
Remember, you said
And
take him alive.
They have some penalty.
I don't seem
Okay.
to have any recognizable knowledge in my eyes at this point.
Did I give you mechanics for the...
You did.
Okay. You figure out how much you get?
How many total did she take?
She took a total of 11 points.
Will her bleeding have the same effect?
No.
Okay.
Just see it
That'd be
float
okay.
through the air.
Now,
dude.
the ones that are there, Sigmarite and Soldier, give me perception checks. Using your combat perception, if that applies. If you have it.
I think I'm basically the only
This
one
is a
that has
minor
it.
wound. Come on, I didn't get that much.
116.
116.
Should let me catch that.
Have you guys forgot about the plus 10 inspiration on all your stuff?
Nope.
Not
I
everyone
must
has
have
it.
because I don't have it.
It's only us three have it, and he's dead. I've been
162.
using it.
Oh,
162.
I
Okay.
have to.
So you see him strike at the mage. There's some sort of reaction, and you see the veins in his neck sort of pulse, and blood run from where his arm is cut, and where he just stabbed the mage with his knife. Blood is like pouring from the wound onto the knife. Definitely doesn't look natural.
Do
Okay.
I see this?
No.
Okay, good.
He's got to do
Okay.
those up close jabs like this.
That was
72
Matt.
times.
Ben, what would you like to do?
Ow.
I rolled a 100 for
Not gonna bother parrying.
Are you rolling your character?
as a backup in case this character doesn't swing. I want this character.
I do strike my blow against the guy with the sword.
This is a
The
fun
guy on the ground?
But
No.
Oh, the new sword?
Yeah,
Okay.
new sword.
warrior priest.
The new sword person has a defense of, let's see, dodge
100 is a
rating.
warrior priest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus toughness
See, I bought my way into
has
experience.
a 45 defense with armor type 16.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
All that matters is
50 something.
All right, did you parry any?
No,
Okay.
strike my blow.
Maybe you should like try fanning the torch back and forth along the
Oh,
road.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh wow, that's a 96. Wait, that's still open, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 70.
Still good.
I need his
So-
dice.
Apparently. Are you licking your dice?
That's max chart.
It's got tape on just one side. It's one of those.
Okay. Armor type 16. Tell me what you get.
21 EK.
Okay.
Just a little bit almost.
And the E?
34, not that. Not
34. Solid strike to the ribs. They take 6 hits and a penalty.
Man, what's with me with the torso?
Okay.
Yeah, what is with my leg final?
That is Ben. So William is down, so they go. The spellcaster.
Still not finding anything?
Nope. Check the trash cans. Maybe like they have like
That's
one of those like secret
Spellcaster
entrances. You open
has-
the lid and there's like
See,
a
I've been
ladder.
waiting.
going down.
Crouches home on Sesame Street.
Nope, there's only raccoons.
See,
Only
Thad,
raccoons, that's it.
Thad, you see, I've been waiting for combat for these good rolls.
Good. Good. Hopefully you can.
We'll find
Okay.
something eventually. Probably won't be the secret entrance, but we'll find something.
This raccoon's name is Rocket. He's trying to take
Okay.
my arm.
He's got Pep Branch. I think it said name is good.
She retreats somewhat down the hallway.
I honestly thought it was gonna be a
I'm
good
assuming
idea.
you're staggering
like,
after her.
Like
Is your
to
intent?
be productive,
Okay.
I thought it was
Looks like
actually
it's
a
zombie.
good idea with it.
We'll have to try to find a different
Yeah,
entrance.
try to find a
So she is going
I
to
actually thought it was
use.
productive.
Magic missile.
This is far from over.
Probably.
Is
Need to find the supply of.
she's not going to try casting a spell
Elise
against
Delight.
you because you might stab her. So she's going to step back, pull a knife, and then stab at you.
Knife fight.
Knife fight.
This is that move for him to get up in her face is making all the difference because now I can get in there.
Yeah, she can't cast spells
Finish the rest
effectively.
Oh yeah.
This is a
Because
whole
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
knife
like
fight.
There's no
fire.
opportunity to cast spells.
There's no.
Specifically, you can still cast spells in melee combat. It's a channel if
Just
you
kill
have
the
issues
little
with.
guy with the knife. And
Okay, well, scratch the knife then.
Thanks,
The
George.
thing is, it's the ranged attacks I thought were still a problem. With this spell and
If
knife fight.
if the spell attack with Rolemaster have a negative, then maybe. But like Warhammer
Bolts are
specifically-
good in hand. She just
Yeah.
touches you with it.
Yeah.
So
Believe me, I'm aware.
okay. So yeah, she's gonna cast a spell.
My favorite thing to do was to be like,
Crackle, crackle.
BAM! Yes.
Okay.
That's why wizards
Shocking
are
grasp.
trained in melee combat. Also.
Okay. So
They're up there fighting and.
Yeah. It totally makes sense.
she gets 2 attacks. She's gonna zap you with.
You decided to go after this spellcaster.
53 both. I have no chance. The other guy had a massive DB. I couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
The
53,
one
you
guy.
said?
My overall OB is a 20 freaking 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is not a hand-to-hand
Wait,
fighter.
The little guy.
The little guy has a 60 something DB.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I couldn't
So the first attack fails.
Isn't it? A
And
failure result is different.
not once you. Well, I'll resolve that momentarily.
I'm
The
pretty sure
second
it's critical
one
failure.
is a miss. So apparently you're catching her so off guard, she can't hit you.
Thank freaking God.
We need to hurry.
I know.
He's just one hand, other arm's just flopping around.
Yeah. But it didn't give me any bleeds or anything. That's all.
That's good.
I'm just sitting here.
Please don't use the guns.
That's weird.
She's gonna blow herself up.
Oh Jesus! Don't hit me.
She strikes at you with the spell. As it does, it bursts. Her arm bursts into flame. She takes 5 hits and is stunned.
Impressive.
Now watch me
You know
be
the
stunned.
little
Die from the other
one
knife.
shot thing we did for Warhammer?
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled
The
exact
one
same
against
Nice.
you
Same trait.
with the
Shield.
sword.
Same class.
What's your defense?
122.
There's the fire.
122. Okay. And the one that's laying on the ground makes a stun maneuver. He's able to move, so he starts to stand up.
Could I use the attack of opportunity effectively?
Sure, whatever. Take a strike at him. And then the other one with his knife. We got a priest here who's kind of scary looking. Yeah, he withdraws down the hallway and charges you.
Yeah, whatever.
DB. DB.
53.
Dead. Is this DB 0?
His DB is. What did I say it was before?
30? I think.
Should have stabbed the shit out of that big guy.
I think his DB was 40, maybe 30. He has a 20 defense.
20. Okay.
Is he up?
He's getting up.
Yeah, he got up.
110, so, and he's 13.
Mm-hmm.
The dagger guy is what I'm afraid of. He's gonna come up and
14C
knuckle dust the shit
slashing.
out of me this time.
14C.
And he realizes the
With
knuckle
the
duster is
47
much more
critical
effective
for
versus me.
slashing. Slashing,
Flashing, what did you roll?
47.
47C. Blow to his back. 3 hits. And bleeding. And then he swings at you as best as he able. He's obviously in a whole lot of pain given that broken hip.
And
What's your
bleeding
DB?
back.
My DB currently
Nice.
is melee attack.
Yes.
80.
Okay.
I got through, of course.
I didn't get
25 each.
armor type 20 or something?
19.
19.
And whoa.
4 points.
You guys make jokes until all of a sudden I'm starting to take penalties.
Yes.
And my DB goes, and now it just
Like a monk.
escalates.
Okay, the other one with the sword swings. I already swung at you,
Yeah.
and then the dagger comes over to you. What's your defense?
53.
53. Charge of 10. Flank.
No, she is not effective. She's stunned.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me roll her stun maneuver.
Please fail. For the life of God.
Yeah, she failed.
I thank God.
So-
Move and let him stab her.
So what's your DB?
53.
53. Okay.
I just want to swing once before the night is out.
Sorry. Trying to go as quick as I can.
I'm in the same boat.
Sorry, 1024.
I
I'm
know.
not going to.
Dude, I'll stay here till 3 in the morning. I don't care.
Well,
Maybe
Ben,
I can't.
Maybe she like close
Armor
her
type
eyes and
1
let
you
the, like,
said?
the flame guide you.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
run into a
54
building.
you
Like a
said?
water
I have to
diviner.
get 5.
What do you use?
I
The
don't.
knuckle duster or the dagger?
Dagger.
I really
7
don't
points.
flip you off.
Okay. Thad. Gonna hit the guy with the hip or the guy with the sword?
I forgot to
Mental
go.
flip.
He's wielding a hip now.
Yes, he is. It's broken. He's wielding it at you.
Damn it. I know what I want to do, but I don't want to not swing this fucking game.
Just do it.
I was going to be like, Fiery Hammer, but I don't want to take a turn to do that.
Okay.
Fuck. Alright, so the guy who's hurt,
Mhm.
he's going to get it.
20 defense.
Alright. So, let's see. Hammer is a 99. So 109. You got an inspiration. Minus 20. So
Because they shot at us? Or they attacked us?
Because they
Why
sold
did we
something.
89 plus 40.
What did you guys do?
Or because they're
39.
like
No,
a
129.
drug deal type thing?
Because Matt said something was going on. Let's go there.
Yeah.
What's this guy's armor class?
So because the thief
Oh,
said
armor
I don't
type
like these
16.
people, everyone went,
16?
Sure.
No, he was 14.
Hey Matt, I'm just letting you know. I'm all for this.
You don't know what you're for.
25
though.
geek crush.
Okay.
How much for that other hit?
I actually explained it to everybody.
99.
Yes.
And the deep
This
red?
shows how much I'm paying attention. Okay.
Joseph or Yosef, whatever, the guy who's basically collecting all the taxes and all that,
A 9.
A 9. Ooh,
was
impressive.
getting
4 hits.
some of that drug that I
So
need.
steps right, then left, and almost evade your strike.
And so
With 4
I
extra
Still a
hits.
hard hit.
That is a hard hit. He is still standing, even with the broken hip. Actually, he might not be.
Damage to the guy.
I'm glad you know the
He's
first
taken
three
quite a
digits
bit,
of
yes.
that
He has wounds times 5 is our health value, right? Yeah, he's down. He's down due to penalties, due to the broken hip, not due to hit points.
I knock him down.
Well, yeah, he goes down. Okay, so we will stop there. I have next up Matt and then Ben. So make a note of what your current conditions are.
I think we were skipped like 4 or 5
You
times.
were skipped for like 20 seconds thus far. So
You found it right across the alley.
yes, you have worked your way around the side of the building. Thus far, you have not found another entrance.
We'll come back with an army.
You can't
of
really
raccoons.
hear a whole lot of what's going on because everybody's down in the basement and everything.
I can hear perfectly fine.
Well, you can, yes, you can absolutely hear, and you are conveniently staying out of the fight.
So the light was